Hello,
Hi.
everybody.
We're BabbleGab, I think.
Yay! Now, I already shared it to Facebook. I don't know if y'all...
Oh, I forgot. I forgot to put our Zoom link in the chat. Let me do that.
I see Timmy's portraying the USS BabbleGab tonight.
Yeah.
That's right. I've got a black version of the car Tracy became I wanted for myself, the race car, that Lola T170.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks a little too feminine. I need to like put some stripes on it or something.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Enough to...
Yep,
Yeah, I
got
can
you,
hear you.
Darren.
Okay, sweet. I'll stay muted most of the time unless I have something to say, because I've got birds about 8 inches from my mic.
No worries.
Birds have something to say. It's okay.
Now, I was going to say they probably have something more interesting to say anyway. So
I love
at
that
this
there's
point,
a...
it's pretty much, it's give me a kiss.
Oh, okay. I love that there's a Blitz beer.
Oh, yeah. I've got to say that's my favorite so far, Gus Chuck.
for my background collage,
Yeah, because when I was like 14, my favorite thing in the world were beer can logos. I was just collecting beer cans on the side of the road, during the dirt roads, and just collecting them. And now I've got my whole collection in my drum room, and I still like them. I mean, I wasn't obsessed with them now as I was then, but I still like the collection. Like to look at them.
be surprised what you can find on the internet. I put in 1980s beer can collage and it popped right up.
There you go. Yeah, it's Blitz beer and a Blatz beer, so you can get blitzed and blatzed.
And then fall stiff.
Yeah.
And cold 45, you know.
Makes you wonder if any of them taste different than the other, really.
Yeah, they do.
Is it kind of like, some poo's got corn in it and some
Yeah, that's
it's
what it
kind of
is.
greener than other poo? I'm not a big beer fan. Darren used to make his own beers. And oh yeah, did you pin it to the top?
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Darren used to brew his own, and they were really good. You call those stout or something?
I've made a variety. Some of them are stouts.
I don't know what makes a beer stout. It is
dark.
I always thought it made dark.
Yeah, it's dark, and the first sip tastes bad, and then it tastes good.
I want it to taste like I'm drinking a whole loaf of bread in one bottle. You did.
Oh, okay. Or at least that's my impression of Guinness. Is I never really liked that first sip, but then after that, I love it.
No, I'm just not a Guinness person.
But you got to take more than one sip.
Yeah. You got to get past that first sip, though. Yeah.
Well, Gottschalk used to work in the factory. He was a taste tester. They called it a Guinness pig.
I don't know how many barrels of Guinness I stuck my fingers in over the years. So.
I remember when the cans first came to the United States, they put a little doohickey in them that made bubbles or some bullshit. I never knew what the purpose was.
Oh, the ball bearing.
But it was a little capsule. Yeah, it was a nitrogen capsule. Oh my god, nitrogen! Ah! No, I was watching the NCIS or one of the spinoffs, and there's this bad guy who was going to flood this shopping center with nitrogen. Because if you breathe through nitrogen, you're not going to have a good time. And then so so the day comes, they're there, and of course the thing goes, and of course all the fucking extras start coughing. Now it's nitrogen. Your air you're breathing now is 80% nitrogen. Oh! You wouldn't notice it. That's the whole point, is you wouldn't notice it. You wouldn't start coughing. You wouldn't notice it.
Right. It's just the problem with that is if it pushes the oxygen out, that's what causes the problem.
Yeah. It's a lack of oxygen. The nitrogen. Go ahead.
Darren, were you going to explain what the nitrogen ball was in the beer?
I think it just, instead of carbonation, normally the nitrogen makes probably smaller bubbles.
Smaller bubbles.
Like the scrubbing bubbles with the mustache.
Yeah, there you go. Those things don't do a damn thing. I remember I was watching those commercials for like 40 years, and then I finally get some to try to use in the bathroom. Doesn't do a damn thing. You spray it, and no little mustaches, no nothing. It just sits there. Doesn't scrub a damn thing. I was so disappointed.
I'm going to remove this message because I put 2 N's in it.
I don't have a camera at all, so it won't let me put up Riker or anything.
Oh, weird.
Really?
I was using my work computer before, and
Funny won't let you put an avatar up. Let me get
because
over to the-
maybe I'm doing it wrong. I think I had the avatar as my background.
I think you can do that. Just change this. You've got a profile. Just make it your profile picture for Zoom, and it should show up.
Okay, I'll try that.
Kind of like my Drow Elf self, which I will be again this Saturday. Are you going to go to Orlando, Gutshop, to the Fanboy Expo?
I do not know. My wife has gone to Philadelphia for the next 2 weeks, and so I have free time.
Yeah, well, come on out. Wendy, Lou, and I will be there, but it's not going to be as fun as the last one because the last one had like Three's Company and Genie and Willy Wonka kids. It was really neat, and this one it just got the $6 million man and the stupid woman that stole his shtick. And then,
But that's the reason why you're going, though, isn't it?
I do want to see the $6 million man, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
it's cool.
I don't care much about the Bionic Woman thing.
Lindsay, whatever her name.
Wagner.
Yeah, Steve's got a crush on her. But he also had a crush on her. He had a crush on Lou Ferrigno too, and he wouldn't get up the nerve to meet him.
Hey, Hawkstop.
How you doing? You can come on in if you want. We got a Zoom link, or you don't have to. But we're trying.
Lindsay Wagner, I saw her on another episode of NCIS a few years back. It seems like she avoided the whole plastic surgery bullshit. At least she doesn't look like a space alien.
That's good.
Big old fat lips,
Yeah.
Speaking of space aliens with fat lips, so we just got back from a grueling trip. So Thursday, I flew all the way to Colorado, and then.
And boy, were your arms tired.
I guess they're more like Scotty pipes, aren't they? Anyway, so we kind of spent the time kind of cleaning up the house and still packing and stuff. And then Darren and I went to bed at midnight and got up at 4 a.m. to continue for another like hour. So we got out of the house about maybe 5 a.m. and continued east. And we didn't get to our destination in Peculiar until like 7 p.m. It was dark again. So we kind of we ate dinner, had a good time, went out to eat, and then we went back to bed, and then we were on our way again at 5:30 a.m. So,
Hey, Oxtop.
Hey, Oxtop. Good to finally see you.
This is an honor.
Hey.
This is an honor to meet you.
Well, it's groovy to meet you as well. It's been Hawkstop has been like our main fan on this channel. I mean, not on the channel, but on our show here on this channel and stuff.
You know, I've been watching you since I was little. I love your Transformamas.
Oh, thanks. I get a little disturbed when I find out that little kids have been watching these videos. They weren't really meant for little kids. I mean, it's not prawn, but it's still kind of adult, a little bit adult kind of thing.
Like I said, this is an honor to finally be meeting you.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, we I draw underwear on everybody. That go on this channel, so I don't want to be.
Yeah, I heard about when I was in the well, no, I found out that you're a friend that knows about Godzilla and dinosaurs. Sorry
Yeah,
about.
Mark Putt, rest his soul.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Oh,
we were just I was playing Darren some BabbleGab precious moments about Putt's foot fetish and his denial of his foot fetish. It was pretty funny.
I know it's your the Star Trek ship.
Yeah.
I was going to be a race car, and it looked a little too feminine, and I decided against it until I put some racing stripes on it or something.
Yeah.
But I can be the race car again. We were supposed to have a special guest today, and I was going to be a dinosaur. I was a dinosaur last week because our special guest is related to the Land of the Lost TV show, and he didn't show up.
Really?
Yeah, so I was going to be a dinosaur again because he said he'd be here today, and of course he's not. So I decided I'm not even going to try to be a dinosaur this time. So
It happens.
I didn't want to be that particular car because I didn't want to look like a girl. Um,
It happens. Sometimes you just can't get what you want.
yeah.
Yeah, as the Rolling Stones would say.
So if you'll indulge me, so we left Missouri at 5:30 in the morning, and we got to my ex-wife's house, Gracie. Guys, it was dark again. We leave at dark, and we get there at dark. It's like 2 days in a row. Oh, guess who went and joined us at Gracie's house? Jerry Ramsey, who was the original Zen Bob
Ah,
on Star Trip and all of those shows. So it was really good to see him and his family again. So we hung out till about midnight. Again, we're back on the road. It's probably 6 a.m. Leaving Alabama, and we finally got to Florida. Believe it or not, we got here before dark, but unfortunately, Darren had a lot of trouble getting into my yard with this 26-foot truck towing the Porsche. And we ended up having to go through the neighbor's yard. I got his permission, and then we ended up tearing up his yard. And I felt terrible. Then the next day, we spent most of the day unloading unloading two moving vans. I forgot to say that each of us had a moving van, and we unloaded most of the day yesterday. So I'm still pretty worn out, and I had to work today. So you know, but it was interesting. It was fun. None of us died or anything.
that's a plus.
Yeah. Hey, the official bacon here. I don't think I've seen you here before. Well, welcome. So tell us about yourself, Hot Stuff. You're the one that's doing like the stop motion stuff, the animation, right?
Right. Well, to be fair, well, like I said, I've been watching you. Well, no, actually, I try to like do stop motion, but it needs a little bit work.
It probably needs a lot of work because that's what animation is. It took me 4 years to do my last feature film, and I'm not doing any more because it took so long.
It happens. I have kaijus. I wish the guy was still here. And
I think we all do. We miss our buddy.
Yeah.
Darn and myself, we spent our school days with him. That's how long we've known him. So it was and Gottschalk, of course. Sorry, Gottschalk, I forgot you were there because you're so quiet.
yeah, I don't remind me.
Gottschalk's his best friend. He took it the hardest.
Yeah. Speaking of animations, I try to like well, I try to think about you guys seen. I mean, like I said, this is an honor to meet one of my favorite YouTubers. But
Thank you, and also Bacon. Is that what? Can I call you Bacon? I think I've seen these animations before. Yeah, I've had this channel now for how long have I had this channel? 2011. How many years is that?
well, I don't know
14?
actually.
14. So I've had the YouTube channel 14 years, but the comic strips that were on the YouTube channel predate that by a few years because they started
I
out.
wish I actually gotten better.
Got what?
Well, like the whole trolling face. Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, they all started out on DeviantArt, and then it was just kind of a whim to put them on YouTube.
Also, I also want to do a thing in cosplay. Did I do?
You want to be
Well,
a kaiju, cosplay kaiju?
Not only that, but my FNAF OCs, but you know what an OC is, right?
No.
Original character.
Oh, an OC. Okay, I didn't understand. Yeah, of course. I had an OC on DeviantArt that was Tony's seen it. It's my daydreaming dragon, the one at school. He ended up becoming my OC on DeviantArt, which is kind of just like your representation, kind of a character that you draw in different situations. But I
Sorry, go ahead.
I eventually grew up and got out of that. I got too busy for the community stuff. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Bacon. Feel free to join in anytime. We do this every 2 weeks, every other Tuesday on this channel. But yeah, check out the animations. I spent a lot of time on them. But thanks for popping in.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What have you been up to, Gotshot?
Me?
About 5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
You smart aleck.
Oh, say, David, it's an honor to meet you.
Likewise.
Well,
he's our South Park sheriff, police chief. Sorry.
South Park, my brother.
Yeah, he was the police. He's retired police chief of South Park. So, which is actually South Park is a region, but the town is actually called Fairplay, and they actually use his likeness.
Not to get confused with the show, right?
That's what let's talk about.
That's what I'm talking about. They use his likeness on the cartoon show.
Did he approve of that?
No, I don't think so.
They should have him voice it. Should have had you voice it.
He does. He does a good voiceover. He did a voice in my film. I want her for myself.
I mean, I wanted to actually do voice acting, but it's kind of hard for me.
Everything's a challenge. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
You just gotta find that niche, that works best for you and doing what it does, and it comes on naturally.
That's how I became a world-class sitter.
Yeah.
Tony, I never noticed, but what is that in the background?
It's like New York.
I think
before the awful event. Are you watching a movie or?
No, Zoom gives the option of putting basically an MP4 in the background.
Oh.
I think that was before the awful events of King Kong.
Yeah,
that goes back. There's the Empire State Building, so it's after 32 or whatever. But it's around that time period when the Empire State Building was brand new.
I've got a few slides from my grandpa Lloyd that I found, and it was New York, 1970.
Oh,
yeah. There's he took some pictures of like the Staten Island ferry, and you've got the skyline.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding. I thought about posting it on Facebook or somewhere, just because it's so interesting just seeing the way people looked, the way they dressed and their hair. It's just a little time capsule from that period. It's kind of neat. And they take it for granted,
I mean, no one can time travel. That'll be,
Unless you go through a wormhole or something.
Yes.
So, I wish what is this? Well, so when does this take place? Like in I forgot. Tony, is this before or after the civil rights movement?
Long before. This is probably 1930s. If you look at the cars, they're all like late 20s, early 30s, all squared off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's colorized footage. They have an AI that does the colorization.
At least yeah. Okay.
And there's the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, the White House.
The Capitol building, where the Senate and House representatives are.
Yeah, it's down the park. It's down the park, or they call it the mall.
Yeah.
Boy, I went there once and I got out of the subway terminal, and it's right in the middle of the mall. So you like get out, and then there's the monument just towers over you, and then you look the opposite direction, and there's the Capitol that towers over you on the other. But it took me to go from like the Lincoln Memorial to the Capitol. I about wore out. That was a long walk. I think it seemed like it was 40 miles. I mean, it wasn't, but gosh, it seemed like it. And the Capitol's there. It just takes forever. It's so big, it takes forever to get there.
That's why I prefer a plane rather than, driving.
Well, I took a subway from Maryland from a parking garage into there, but I actually went into the rotunda and didn't become like a prisoner of war, kind of a political prisoner or anything. Yeah, so that's kind of an accomplishment.
What?
How you doing, Godshot?
Still doing here. Looking at all my beer here, so.
I like your beer. I've got a big collection like that. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really a fan, but
Well, I'm not a fan of drinking beer, but I've always liked the logos. That's what we were talking about a bit. When I was a teenager, I used to just collect them off the side of the road, the old beer cans.
well, yeah. Say, Timmy, is it? I never noticed, but is that supposed to be is that supposed to be Earth? I know you're just Starship Enterprise, but I guess it's just a picture, so not a planet.
I know it's just something I drew for a background. Real quick.
Oh,
the actual galaxy background is from our film Star Trip, but I drew the close-up planet just to make a background for me.
That's good.
I would have looked silly if I was like on Interstate 70 as an Enterprise or something.
Oh, I don't know. That would have been kind of cool.
Well, I guess I could hang on. Let me see if I can.
I really liked your dragon design.
Sometimes I'm the dragon. Yeah.
And thank you for that, Timmy.
What?
I said thank you for that.
For what?
Because wasn't I the one that suggested the dragon, and you did up the dragon?
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you suggested that I be a dragon, and I made one just for you.
Wow.
And then I ended up using that dragon for
an animation where one of your characters actually for one of your characters had a device and turned into a dragon, but she wanted to be a woodland fairy.
Yeah, you got it. That's Tracy. She wanted to be a woodland fairy and became a dragon, and she was like playing with Terry like a little doll. There you go, Gotshot, Tony.
I like it.
You like it? The shadowing was made for a car, so the shadowing isn't quite right, but I guess it'll work. That is actually the causeway that was on the last page of Summer Film. It had kind of a pivotal role in the movie. I like that movie. Nobody else does. But
what movie?
My movie, the Apologetic movie, The Last Page of Summer. I was kidding that nobody else does it. Was in 25 film festivals.
I really liked it. But not the part where the character playing you was getting arrested.
Hey, guess who arrested me?
Tony.
Tony was the cop in The Last Page of Summer.
Well, I mean, in that universe.
He arrested me 3 times.
Really?
In that movie. Well, they weren't full arrests. They were basically they didn't go beyond the frisking and the spanking.
And I still can't believe though that the girl becomes that one of your well, it was in the land of the Nun, and I still remember that girl becomes dinosaur.
Yeah,
Still can't believe it.
she became Alice, the Allosaurus in Saturdalia.
I thought that was a T-Rex. Guess I was wrong.
It was almost, it could have been a T-Rex, but she was green, and it was based off the Land of the Lost TV show from the 70s. And the Allosaurus they called Alice was green, so I kind of made her green like Alice. So she's kind of like Alice. But Mark
Yeah.
Putt would have said that Alice would have had some kind of different curvature and something like he was such a nerd. I bet yeah, well, he knew everything, you know. It's like yeah, that was a fun movie to make, but I think a lot of people didn't. It's like my friends and family didn't get it, but then it ended up becoming our most popular thing. You know, our my Apologine's most popular videos. So no regrets.
Mm.
What's weird is when people say that they people tell me they were sentimental about it because they watched it when they were a little kid. That kind of makes me feel good and makes me feel old at the same time.
Yeah, I did see some YouTuber, but I mean sometimes I prefer comics with transformations, except when they change their gender.
Well, that's what I started out doing was transformation comics, and then I got into the animation because the comics started taking too long. And I'm like, I spent a month on one comic, the one with the Santa Claus. It took a month because it was 4 pages.
So
And
that explains why you
yeah,
don't make
yeah,
it for comics in your YouTube channel.
yeah, because I was like, uh, for that last comic that I made that was 4 pages, it took a month. I could maybe make an animation, like my 30-second animation in that time. And lo and behold, that's what happened. And I'm glad that's the funnest thing I did was taking up animation because that just kind of changed my life.
Well, you know, so yeah, like I said, it's an honor to meet you.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Wait, so man, that is a lot of stuff for beer logos.
Oh, you ought to see my wall in my drum room. It's got like 3 times that many, probably.
So, wait, Timmy, is it? You're not a fan of FNAF, are you? The Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, I know about them. I've never seen any of the stuff or played any of the games. It's for what he's talking about. It's about Chuck E. Cheese robots having minds of their own.
Yeah.
It's kind of a horror movie, kind of or horror video game. It became a movie. That's about all
I
I know
actually
about it.
seen it though. It wasn't as what I thought. Like the animatronic, I mean, it did show like a girl actually getting chopped in half by Freddy.
It's not my bag. I don't like that gory stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
I don't do corn syrup. It's especially the high fructose. It's not good for fake blood, and it's not good to have in your body either. It's just no good.
I can't imagine getting chomped by something that with that strength. Not Freddy.
Hey, we were just talking about Darren and I were talking about Jaws and my problem with it. Spoilers if you haven't seen
Yeah, I am
Jaws,
aware of the first movie.
I'm not through talking about it yet.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm just saying the first Jaws. Yeah, I'm talking about the original Jaws. I don't consider sequels canon to anything except very few occasions. That Terminator 2 was decent, but no, Jaws. My problem was they should have let Quint live. I don't think it would have hurt them at all to have him swimming the shore with him because the part where he gets eaten by the shark, that's when the shark looks stupid and you can see the jaw lines and the hinges and everything. But and I got to thinking, I was telling Darren, well, even if he didn't swim to shore with him, They could have had post credits where they're having another meeting with the city council, and all of a sudden you hear the squeak on the chalkboard, and it's Quint, but now he has a hook on his hand, and he's squeaking down the chalkboard, and he's like, uh, starts telling him, he just starts explaining and pulls up his shirt, and he's like, "See this? That shark chopped into me like a sack of potatoes, guts flung out everywhere. I tell you what, got 430 stitches, Chief." And then he's like, "Looking for my $10,000. They should have ended it that way.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that how would Quinn even survive that? It's like
He
a
didn't. I'm
shark.
just saying that's how I would have ended it.
Oh.
You don't want to put me in charge of movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timmy. I didn't mean it.
Didn't mean what?
Oh, sorry.
I'm just joking around. That's what we do on this show. We joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, speaking of Jaws, I don't think it's possible for like a shark to have a taste in humans, but like you said, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Sharks don't like the taste of humans, and that was a misconstruction from the film. And unfortunately, a lot of innocent sharks were killed after that film just because of idiots
Yeah.
thinking that they're these predators of people, and they're not. Basically, what happens, they don't like the taste of people, but surfers, when they've got their hands and their feet
Yeah.
coming out of the surfboard, they look like seals, and the sharks will
Not their
take
fault.
the sharks will take a bite out of their leg or something, and then they'll swim on when they find out they're not a seal. But now they've got a half severed leg, so now it's a news story.
Like the movie where a girl literally got her arm bitten off by a shark.
I heard a story. I heard a story about a guy who was swimming off the coast of Africa and got bit by a great white shark, and he was out there by himself, and he managed to make it to shore, and he was all
How was
bleeding
that
and
even
everything.
possible? I mean, he would have died from.
Please let him finish his story.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So he's trying to make it back to his car, and I think he didn't have his keys or something, so he's trying to find help, and then he got attacked by lions, and then some safari happened to come across him and scared the lions off and saved him. But the guy was attacked by great white and lions in the same day.
That's
Wow.
That's some good
survived.
luck. That's good luck because now he can write a book and have a movie made out of.
Oh, well, I was going to say yesterday I was neither attacked by lions nor a great white, so my luck yesterday was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we had to unload 2 moving vans.
Full of lions.
That's true.
No, worse, full of books. Boxes
Nothing wrong
of
with
books.
Nothing wrong with books.
Until you have to carry 40 boxes of them.
At least I smartened up and started putting books in small boxes.
Yeah. I think we've all made that mistake. Oh, I can put like 50 books in this box.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like you see the guys with pickup trucks, and they go get gravel in the pickup truck, and they fill the bed up with. It fits. Yes, but your truck's rated to carry 2,000 pounds, not 9,000 pounds.
Yeah. Anyway, Hawks up. What were you going to say? What was it about the shark or the?
Oh, I forgot.
It's all good. We all forget everything all the time.
Well, what did you? Oh crap! I just lost train of thought.
Well, you did see the end of the last page of Summer where the cop, spoilers, where the cop kind of saved the day, saved Terry Summer.
Yeah, and he arrested some.
He arrested the mayor, the bad mayor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely. Yeah. Man, it got quiet all of a sudden.
Your voice reminds me a little bit of the sea urchin on The Tick. You remember him?
The Tick? You mean the superhero? Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know if I get that a lot.
That was a pretty funny show. I don't think anybody else has watched it.
I heard about it, but never got a chance to see it.
It was probably the first cartoon that was legitimately funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Bugs Bunny was silly and kind of entertaining, and some of it was pretty funny. But the Tick was just one of those that was just at a new level, you know. And I don't think anything's. I guess people could say South Park is funny. I don't like it, but some people do.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
one
the
of
Tick.
those people who doesn't like it.
Darren could probably concur that before the Tick, there was the new Mighty Mouse in the '80s had that same humor the Tick did. I don't know if it had the
I
same
don't remember.
writer.
I remember the Tick. There was one episode where a giant clown was trashing the city, and they went to all the superheroes, and they were sitting in a diner, and one of them said, "Yeah, we're just going to sit this one out and wait for the National Guard."
At least it wasn't that clown from It.
I'm not a Stephen King fan.
Yeah, I should know.
I just there's a couple movies I liked Silver Bullet, but I think it had more to do with Rutger Hauer because he was just he could make anything
Yeah, like
good.
you said.
Huh?
Like you said, you're not a Stephen King fan.
No, I'm not a Stephen King fan.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It used to be.
He's gotten really mean spirited and kind of
I
political.
think he always was, though.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he's the one that made kids afraid of dogs and cars and clowns and everything else.
oh man, David left.
I think humans evolved with the fear of clowns.
Not me. I never was afraid of clowns as a kid. I was never afraid of clowns. I thought that was invented by Bart Simpson. You know, this fear of clowns that came up all of a sudden.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like a 90s thing for kids to be afraid of clowns. Because back in the 60s, you know, when I was a kid, nobody was afraid of clowns. They're either funny or just mildly annoying.
Yeah, it's the whole getting in your face and expecting you to participate thing.
Frightens me. I don't even know what to say about that.
David says, the wife is calling me. I'll be back shortly.
Oh, okay.
David, you're not old enough to use the phrase "the wife." You've got to be at least 70 to say that.
He's he's 3 days older than me, so I say that he's old enough to say just about anything.
Well, dang, when I was married to Gracie, 13 years ago, I'd say the old bag.
Well, yeah, but that's...
Yeah.
So some sexy woman named Kathy Marner Facebook friended me and said, seeing that you've appeared in my feed and all this other stuff, and I told her, she said, in my feed, my friend recommendations many times, I'm very curious, do we know each other?
I always ignore those.
Do what?
I always ignore those.
Oh, I didn't say anything to her. I was going to just say no.
No, because it's just somebody in India doing all that.
I know.
And your boy Musk wants to put everybody in India on the internet just to make it
He's not
that
my
much
boy.
better. No, you know, the very, very old friend of mine who I was roommates with back in the 80s and who let me stay at his house when I moved back to California in 2000. I looked him up, and he got arrested up in Colorado for making threats to Elon Musk. But the problem is, like, I don't see any resolution for it, so I don't know if he's still sitting in the joint or not.
Well, I saw some of them silly triangle-shaped trucks. One or two.
Triangle-shaped trucks.
Yeah, they're the.
Yeah, it looks like a dumpster with wheels. I I've seen maybe 3 of those around here, and the regular Teslas are all over the place here. But those weird things, I've only seen like 3.
I think it was a strange experiment, is what it was.
Yeah. Well, that's you talk about, cars should have faces. This thing is like, it has no face or anything. It's just blank.
Yeah, it's like the Pink Floyd The Wall movie with the kids with no faces kind of thing.
Ooh.
Have you seen that movie, Hotstop?
No, actually, I didn't. But
Pink Floyd, the Wall, that movie, it's classic. It's depressing though, but it's a classic.
the fun.
I was afraid to see it because it came out when I was about 12, and they would just show a still image of it on the previews before the real previews were sharp, and it had that screaming. If you look up Pink Floyd The Wall, the poster, it had this horrible looking screaming like this face, and it was I didn't say it didn't scare me, but it was really disturbing, and I was like, I don't think I want to see that. And eventually I really liked it. It became one of my favorites.
Was this movie in 1975?
No, 82 or 83
at the latest.
Well, the album came out in 79, and the movie came out about 3 years later.
Did you say Pink Floyd as in?
Yeah,
the band,
the color pink, Floyd, and The Wall is the name of the movie.
And
it's just got kind of a horrific marquee cover for it that kind of freaked me out when I was about 12. I think it would have freaked anybody out. Kind of wasn't really inviting, but it was a good movie when you actually watch it. A lot of good. It had a lot of freaky animation. You might like it because his wife turned into a giant scorpion and attacked. It had some kind of His mom turned into a fighter airplane, but it was all like delusions. It was about a rock star that was on drugs and having a nervous breakdown and going nuts. But yeah, I didn't even think about it that it was kind of maybe one of the first transformation movies.
I mean, wow.
See it?
I'm trying to look it up, but it's for some reason it's getting me to a musical movie.
Yeah.
Well, it is a musical movie.
It's not.
They made a very popular album called The Wall in the late 70s, and then they made a movie about because the album was a rock opera. It was basically a story. So then they made a movie about it. It's one of the best albums ever made. It's really a very well done album. Wouldn't you agree, Tony?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Oh man, you weren't kidding. That is the freakiest poster art I ever seen.
Yeah, imagine being 12 and seeing that on the giant screen there, just popping up. It's like, whoa!
I mean, I have my fair share of jump scares, but
I know, right? Just
like the xenomorph, like when the face hugger thing, just yeah.
Yeah, and just picture that being in a dark theater and that thing showing up. I was like, shit, I don't know if I want to see that thing. And but yeah, when I'm a few years older, when I started appreciating Pink Floyd's music, then I actually ended up buying the movie on VHS because I really liked it. Then I bought it on DVD because I liked it that much. And by the time I bought it on DVD, I was kind of over Pink Floyd, so I really didn't watch it much anymore.
Wow. I guess age actually happens.
My stepson Randy, he watched it and he freaked out. It gave him nightmares, especially as the guy's ex-wife turning into a scorpion and stuff. It really rubbed him.
At least it's not. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all. It had some disturbing stuff, but you'd like it if you like some of my Transforama stuff. What's your favorite Transforama video?
The one where it's someone gets when one. It's actually a tough one. That's actually a tough one. The one when someone gets turned into a dragon thanks to a ring. Well, at least favorite one, the thing with the thing where a woman turns from a car to a demon thing.
Oh, that was a comic strip. That was a Halloween comic strip. That was when I was on DeviantArt. I made these Transforama contests. That's how the name started. I would have I basically what I would do is I would make a scenario with one image, and it would have the scenario, and then people could choose what the transformation was going to be and who was going to transform, and they could even name the characters. But it was like the first person to respond to when I actually, because I would put that one frame up,
Yeah.
and then I wouldn't announce it, but then maybe a few days later I would pop up. I don't remember exactly how I did it, but the first person to do it would win. And so it was a contest, and they would get to pick what it was. So somebody picked. I think I had two winners. One picked a car, and one picked a demon monster. And so that's how I did it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I still remember that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it had at the end. I do know is that. So, are you talking about like Transforama comics or animations? Like,
I was thinking of animations because I don't even think about the comics anymore. But I mean, that
well,
was
my
we're talking like
favorite one
we're
has to
talking
be
2000 we're talking 2008 with that stuff. So I haven't literally I probably haven't read those since shortly after I did them. I think when I put
well,
them on, yeah,
yeah. To be fair, I like the one where a lady turns into a car.
that's like 40 of them.
Well, when she has only her the thing covering her chest and
Oh, hey, Wendy.
Oh, hey, Wendy. I lost my. There you are. How you doing, Wendy? Uh, well, my favorite is, believe it or not, it is the one where Terry Summer becomes the Mustang.
Ah.
And it's just because the song that I created for it became one of my favorite Apology None songs. And it originated as part of that. And I don't know, it just, with the train tracks forming and everything, it just, I don't know, it just kind of, everything just kind of fit. I really like how it turned out. The sound, the whistle of the train went with the music just perfect, I thought. Uh,
Hey, is Wendy gonna talk or?
no, Wendy's in our chat. She's a good friend of mine. We go to cosplays together,
Yeah.
to Comic Cons, and we dress up. In fact, we're going to one at the end of the week.
Which one?
Uh, Orlando Fanboy Expo. It'll be we went there last year, a year ago, and it was the last con that we went to. So
Ooh.
looking forward to dressing up and doing that again.
Mm. I was thinking about cosplaying one time, but I had to get the materials and man. But yeah, really.
I feel weird just sitting here on the road, like a truck's gonna run me over or something.
Yeah, you might want to change back to your
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
background. Hmm.
Yeah, she said she talks occasionally, but mostly just listens.
Huh.
That's fine. I'm just trying to figure
And
out who I am and why I'm doing what I do, and if there's
I've never
ever a
been able to
reason.
figure that out.
I mean,
Yeah.
some of my cosplays I want to do aren't even characters you would. Yeah, man, I got so many ideas for cosplays. Like I said in the chat or text or Tony.
Mhm.
For a minute there, I thought you were sorry, you were just looking at that. What are you looking at anyway?
That's
Looking at you.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering.
That plane had like fire in its butt.
yeah.
And that happens to me when I have like the chili ramen, like the
Yeah.
spicy ramen, and then I have like a burrito the same day. Then I'm like that airplane. Uh, that's a Transforama idea. Actually, I'm working on a new one, hot stuff, because this has been such a busy month.
Yeah.
This might be the first month I don't have anything. But
Well, I do actually have a suggestion for you, but it's probably gonna be in your list already. But a woman transforming into a brachiosaurus.
Explain that. I've heard the name Brachiosaurus. Is that the one with the plates on its back?
No, it's the one with the long neck and looks like looks like its nostrils are on its head.
Like a brontosaurus?
Is that what they used to call a brontosaurus, and then they changed the name for some reason?
Yeah, and also if the guy was still here, he would have. I wish I could look it up. Actually, I am on my phone, so I'm gonna have to look it up. Internet, a lightsaber.
I don't think they're real. I don't think God created an animal that looked like that. That's just too weird. She said,
Believe it or not, it's the if you don't know, it's the dinosaur that Ellen Grant and Ali Sellers see in the first Jurassic Park movie. For the
the one that sneezed on the little girl, snotted
yes.
her. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they used to call those brontosauruses when we were kids.
Yeah.
Wendy Lou said I joined the chat right at the end of the Stephen King discussion, and I thought I would add my 2 cents. I am more of a Dean Koontz fan. The one Stephen King book I like is Eyes of the Dragon. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Never heard of it as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you have any. I really hope you get into it. Oh,
I think I was reading Eyes of the Dragon when we first moved to Florida. It was good. Yeah, but I like Stephen King's writing. I do like Dean Koontz a lot as well.
Speaking of,
I don't have too many books of his, maybe just 800.
800? That's a lot.
It's an exaggeration, but I have a lot of his books.
Yeah, our mom liked both. She liked Dean Koontz as well. She liked those dark macabre. Our mother was so into the macabre. And she would, kind of what would you call macabre? It's kind of a kitschy horror. It's kind of
spooky.
Oh, yeah. I see. Kind of like their own universe.
Yeah, my mom, she would decorate, I would say about a quarter acre,
like
for Halloween. Well, hang on, she would decorate like a quarter acre of the place where she lived, and people would come from all over town, from miles around. I think the news was even there. My mom would go so all out with Halloween with her decorations. She had a greenhouse, and you'd go in the greenhouse and there were these severed heads hanging. She just loved that stuff.
You mean those people that are obsessed with ones that have black nails? Or
no, those are goths.
Sorry, I should have known.
My mom was she just liked that stuff. She wasn't, if you looked at her, she wasn't, I guess she was kind of a little witchy. But yeah.
Thanks.
She really was like that. She loved that stuff.
Speaking of Florida, but you know what? Never mind. I mean, there was this one time I wanted a pet alligator, but didn't want to. Sorry if I changed the subject.
Yeah, it's just feeding them is a problem. They want to eat you, so it's kind of, no, you got to eat this. I don't know if they make alligator chow.
I mean, alligators, they may be my favorite animal, but they are not meant to be pets.
No.
So, anyways, Timmy, have you ever tried to do something that? Well, I seen a video one time where you actually did someone to turn to something made of chocolate,
that was Rob. He became a chocolate elemental, and he became like all these different.
Timmy, no offense, but I don't think that would make sense for an alligator to actually be
space alligators.
Space gator.
That's a good one. I like it.
I don't have the energy to change the background.
No, I think they can hold their breath for a while.
I guess.
Well, alligators love the mud, and so do I.
Yeah.
So that's something I have in common.
True.
Maybe I was an alligator in a past life.
There you go.
Darren didn't understand the mud pit. Neither does Tony. Nobody understands my mud pit, but
Terrifying.
I will still allow it though.
Well, I think I was going to tell you about when you said you didn't understand it. I was thinking about it. Well, it's zero gravity. It's like being in outer space, for one thing.
Ah.
Think of like if you put a leaf in a bowl of pudding. It's just kind of like that. It's just like I don't know how else to describe it. There's nothing like it. That's why people pay a lot of money for like mud spas, but even they can't float in it like that.
Yeah.
It feels good on the skin. It feels good on the whole. Like preparation H.
Oh, you mean WHOLE? Sorry.
Yeah, I think preparation H feels good on the. I can't do a Dr. Evil. Feels good on the whole. That's an Austin Powers reference. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, when he says, I guess I'm the same way. I do not care for romance novels.
Well, they're just basically porn at this point.
Well, back in the 70s, I called them bathroom books because my mom always had them in the bathroom. Those books with the Fabios and stuff. I didn't ever get it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand what it was about. I was in the cars when I was a kid. Call me weird. When I was 8 years old, I was just in the cars and toy cars and stuff.
I mean, when I was little, I used to play with toys like Transformers and all that. Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, it was just little wooden blocks, and that was it. And they had to pretend that they were cars.
I mean, yeah. My brother and I used to pretend that we were characters like Tom and Jerry characters or Sonic the Hedgehog characters, but it's been a while. But yeah, you guys probably lost me there, right?
The Transformers. That was a little after my time, not to give away my age. Not that I care, but yeah, that was.
We used to also pretend that we were like different characters from different TV shows and cartoons.
I think when we were kids, there wasn't as much of that. We would play cops and robbers or cowboys and Indians or space things, but we didn't really. It wasn't until the 80s where movies and TV shows just put it down your throat. You couldn't. I mean, I went to Walmart to buy some plush toys for my dogs, and you can't just buy a plain stuffed animal. You can't buy a teddy bear or a stuffed dog. It has to be Zelda, or it has to be Harry Potter. It has to be some licensed thing where you're paying twice as much for the goddamn toy. And it started in the 80s with Star Wars, really. I think Star Wars started all that BS. where it was just all that merchandising. That
was the thing is Lucas, when he made Star Wars, he asked for the I can't think of the word, the rights to the toys and shit. For the merchandising, And they said, sure, no, because nobody had ever heard of it. So who the hell cares about that? And that's where he made the bulk of his money.
Man.
That movie was lightning in a bottle, and I think Tony might agree with me. To me, Star Wars, I'll call the original Star Wars not A New Hope or the Gentle Moth or whatever the F they try to rename that stuff.
Well,
just Star Wars, 1977, the way it was originally. To me, that's all that there really was, and that's all that needed.
When we didn't know about when Darth Vader. Back then, when we thought Darth Vader was the bad guy, main bad guy, but
this is kind of he spins away at the end, and that was just supposed to be leave it up to your imagination. And us kids could play Star Wars, with all the expensive toys, and we can make our own adventures. And that's what kids did back then. They made up their own, and they don't allow you to do that now. They have to, everyone has to have a backstory that they make up. You're not allowed to use your imagination on anything anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and also not only did we used to also play well, what the
It's a train, choo-choo train.
anyways, yeah, like I said, well, my cousins and I used to, yeah, some of my friends used to play some games, but they were for gym or, you know. You're rolling your eyes at me.
No, I'm looking at my other monitor. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, it's the problem with stuff we have nowadays. Um uh do we hear a phone buzz or
I think it's in your noggin.
yeah. So Tony, this all took place during the 1930s.
Well, these are all different ones. This is probably 50s.
Looks more like the World War II sort of thing, but you know, I wasn't even born yet, so
Neither was I. I'm not 100 years old. Although I feel like it sometimes.
You're fine, Tony. You're fine. Huh. Oh, it's so many people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the air show back in the early 50s, I think.
Really? Man, my brother used to be into planes, but my brother had a whole bunch of things, but yeah.
You had an airplane?
I mean, I used to, but it's probably in somewhere else. I don't know what would. I don't even. I mean, I like airplanes, but when they take off, it's without the when you can't feel it when you have your headphones, but when you don't, you hear a pop in your ears. Everyone knows that when an airplane takes off, and
yeah, if you're inside, yeah, because you're still going up in altitude even though it's pressurized.
Yeah.
Actually, but my dad always said that flying in an airliner brings some chewing gum. Yeah. You chew on chewing gum and it keeps your ears from getting too keeps because the motion of your jaw will keep the equalization in your ears. Because pressurized airplane, the cabin altitude, it feels like about 7,000 feet.
Man.
Dang.
Which is better than, the outside, which is, 30,000 feet. So that's far nicer inside than outside.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, I've been in planes before inside of them. Yeah, it's pretty pleasant, I think.
I showed Darren the film last night. By George, I think he liked it.
So, anyways, yeah, so, man, Transforama, man. I just can't. Well, wait a minute. Something's been bothering me. How come you, Timmy? How come you haven't done anything like, say, you want to transform someone into like a horse or a bear or
I, yeah, go ahead. What?
and some of those other mammals and birds.
I don't do birds. I've never done a bird.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never done a mammal other than a horse, um, or maybe a monkey. But horses are shiny. I do shiny stuff, so
Oh,
I could maybe do like an elephant or a hippo, or as far as
yeah. That
mammals
would
go.
be awesome to see. And one, I actually like females turning into things more than
Well,
yeah,
I have fun. I have more fun drawing women. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But he's kind of feminine, so he can kind of fall under that. People want me to do more Rob stuff. That we did a poll on here. I think
Oh,
several months. Yeah, we did a poll on this channel, and
hmm.
people. I was asking if people wanted to see Rob become a vehicle, and
Yeah,
overwhelmingly it was yes. And they also wanted to see Stacy transform, who she's never transformed before. I don't want to just transform everybody because it's got to be kind of special.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
mean, yeah.
that's why
I never
it's
actually seen anyone. I never actually seen any of your videos. Someone transforming into an elephant,
it's on the list. I'm thinking about it, but I'm more into like more of an anthro elephant or something. Uh,
like their ancestor, the mammoth, the woolly
no,
mammoth.
just no, just like a kind of half human, half elephant. I would be more into that, drawing something like that. But it's like Terry mostly. He doesn't transform too much. He's kind of you can't have a circus with all clowns. You got to have a ringleader. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hey,
Bro,
hey, Griffey.
Hi Griffey, how you doing? Why don't you come in and join us?
man,
Uh,
man. Hey, anyways, so man, um, yeah, I really like one of the Transforma videos I liked, but it looked pretty interesting. One time you made someone transform into a cupcake, but it
that
literally
was me.
had
That was Terry Summer,
Yeah.
and our friend Hetty Weed did that. That was a neat one. I liked. I don't think it wasn't one of my favorites.
yeah
But
turning in
I turned Terry more into like snacks because that's just kind of his personality. He seems like a snack kind of. So that's why he became a lemon. Not that a lemon's a snack, but a cupcake and
yeah, I'd rather not try a lemon because they're sour.
Yeah.
well, that was kind of the whole joke behind his transformation.
Ah.
Wow, man.
Glad to see you here, Griffey. Griffey is a friend of ours from uh, this guy that does a radio show.
Radio show.
I don't remember his name, but he does a radio show. Uh, and we hang out. We used to hang out in this chat room, and he used to be
Oh,
part of our BabbleGab show, but he's like too cool for us now.
Yeah.
wow. I mean, I wanted people to actually, well, be in my videos, but yeah, either my friends or people I don't.
I'm
Yeah,
the opposite. I don't like people being in my videos, but they always kind of talk me into it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
there are a few occasions I talked Judy into being it because she's just such a ham and it's got a good voice acting talent. So
I mean, I wish David was still here. He would have, you know.
he's got something. Yeah, hope maybe he'll be back. Who knows? Hope
Yeah, he
so.
should be.
Uh, uh, Griffey said he's going mental.
What mental?
Mental?
Why?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Ah.
I mean, And oh boy, I don't want to get caught in the middle of that. It's like an exploding explosive.
Yeah, the show gets
they're
pretty
fun.
wild. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy sometimes, and then people have regrets, and then they don't show up for like a year because
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, DJ Mental Breakdown.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, Griffey had a radio show. I don't know if it was. I forget if it was on Doc G's channel or.
Yeah, we're going way back now.
How back?
No.
10, 12 years.
10 or 12 years. Yeah, it's been a while. That's how I met Tony, is because he's part of our indie artist radio circle.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And I'm an indie artist, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
Because Apology None is my band. The music in Apology None comes first. The Transforama stuff is just a side gig.
Yeah.
I used to just do that stuff to kind of overcome writer's blocks and stuff, just to keep the creative stuffs going. Yeah, Q Star. Is Q Star still going? I think so.
Yeah.
That's where Steve's still doing his show on Q Star. So
Yeah.
Oh.
There's the train. Choo-choo train.
Yeah.
At least it does have a face like in Thomas, but you know. I mean, I used to love Thomas the Tank Engine. I still love it.
Oh my gosh, I did a train transformation, and there's so many comments about Thomas the Train and Shed 17, and I'm just like, I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, I don't recommend it to you guys. It's gross.
That's and the whole Thomas the Train, that's way past our generation. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Digital Revolution Radio. He was on. If you could see, you can't be on that because I can't say it. Digital Revolution Radio. It's just a lot of R's all together.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, trains were awesome.
Oh, but there's some weird people. That train, because that train one's at about 150,000 views now, and there's like these people.
Thomas or that
screw Thomas. I'm talking about my train transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some guy complained about the wheel gear, the rods.
You serious?
Yeah, the
wall shirts linkage, it's called.
Yeah, he was just like pissed off and like trying to tear me a new one because I didn't do the motions right or something. And it's just like, you know, it's okay, Mr. Conductor, you know, who cares? It's a effing cartoon. It didn't affect him that a girl turned into a train and then had a train wreck. That didn't. It was a wheel gear.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, people are certifiable.
Sometimes negative comments can actually do that.
Well, that's part of YouTube. You get the riffraff.
Yeah.
You get to deal with all of it.
And
but at least YouTube just lets you delete the comments. It's sometimes it's just easier to delete than to try to roll in the pigsty with them.
Yeah.
Is that the Big Boy?
No.
Big Boy?
There's a train called the Big Boy, and it's this giant locomotive.
Not giant like Godzilla, or not that giant, but
it's just huge. It's probably, what would you say, Tony, like 4 times the size of a regular steam engine locomotive?
Yeah.
Wow. Just huge. And there was this one person, a Transforama fan, they wanted me to do the Big Boy transformation and a cab forward train, which is like a backwards train. And Tony introduced me to both of those before that. So I was wondering if it was Tony just pretending he was someone else.
No.
Like that movie, The Thing or something, or where alien literally takes if you guys don't know, is that movie where it takes place in Antarctica or somewhere,
The Thing?
and then all of a sudden it changes their bodies into like something grotesque.
I think it's The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that, or in
I don't
Or
really
like-
do gross. I don't do gross stuff. I just do shiny things.
Yeah.
oh sorry, I got my ear. Oh, you mean like someone taking Tony's like? I'm still wondering who would be dumb enough to actually place Tony. Never mind.
You lost me. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing about someone, if you don't know, someone pretending Tony or something.
You lost us.
Totally.
Maybe we should move on.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, I think I'm gonna do a pit stop. I don't want to just leave you here. Are you okay here for a couple minutes, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah. Man.
I see him
Tony,
doing a little maintenance. Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing in your thing.
They're maintenance on the passenger cars on the railroad. See, they're cleaning everything up and washing the seats and everything.
I guess
Back when they
there's-
used to do that.
Well,
Of course, nowadays it'd be graffiti all over everything, but back then they didn't do that.
yikes. I mean, I've seen trains with graffiti when I work, but like graffiti, like the spray stuff.
Yeah. See that guy there? He's actually doing the lettering on the side of the train car. Do that by hand.
Man, nowadays they don't. Do they?
Nah, everything's probably
Yeah.
printed on Mylar and stuff nowadays.
Yeah. Huh. I assume that's meat or some. Oh wait, that's wood or something. I don't know.
Well, that's the food for the dining cars. Because back
Explain
then,
all that.
if you took a ride on a train, they really fed you. It wasn't this airline food where they give you a little plate of nothing.
Wow. Man, would have been awesome. I assume those are chefs.
Yeah, those are chickens. They're just
Man. Like Timmy said, he never done a bird.
yeah. Yeah, he didn't like birds much.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. I assume that's how they connect them.
Yeah, they have the couplers between the cars.
Wow. And I assume that's a steam engine. Would explain
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's the exhaust from the steam. They burn coal and the steam.
You know, I never actually thought about it, but is it true though that they use the coal for fuel?
Yeah. You still see it here and there. They use coal for electric power generation. Certain parts of the country where they still have a lot of coal.
Yeah, but not using it for naughty kids, if you believe. Well, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Well, people actually had coal furnaces in their houses for heat, and so they'd have they could, nowadays if you wanted to give your kid a lump of coal in this Christmas stocking, you'd have to, I don't know where you'd go. You'd probably have to go on Amazon and get lumps of coal.
It's a good question. I think to think about that. Where the heck do you even get coal anymore?
Just give them charcoal and don't tell them it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Of course, I always think of that when we sell black diamonds on the jewelry show. Like there's your lump of coal.
It's probably what it is.
It's carbon. It's not much difference.
Yeah.
Tony, one time I was mentioning about one cosplay I wanted to do, but it was a demon of some kind. I forgot.
No, I mean a Dodge demon or a...
It's a Democrat. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to get political.
like green blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the kind of demons that look kind of interesting looking, or like something like with horns and something.
Oh yeah.
I think in real life demons aren't interesting looking. They're just like
I know. They're
crazy looking people.
Yeah, good point.
Politicians.
I'm
celebrities.
I'm not really
they got the
into
Botox.
that.
They got the Botox in their lips, and
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not
I
really.
don't think they look. They don't look cool like Hellboy. They look more like the guy that plays Hellboy. Don't say gay. Don't say that guy. What's his name? Ron Perlman.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He was.
He was like Beauty and the Beast, wasn't he? I think he was the Beast.
He was at the Tampa Con a couple months ago. We didn't go to that one because he was there.
I mean, if you ever played some video, I mean, there were certain movies that, I don't think you would have liked, but like, they look like the demon literally has like mouth. Well, no, like it had a mouth that was glowing.
Ah. Well, that's when you use the wrong kind of toothpaste.
Like, what was it? Those ladies that were putting that radioactive.
Have you ever seen those?
Hang on, these ladies in World War II era that were putting the radon.
Oh yeah, putting it on the watch faces. The glow in the dark watches.
Yeah, they were putting it on.
Paint that on by hand.
Yeah, they were using it as lipstick and everything else. They were playing with putting it on their face, and they didn't realize. And the guy who invented radon, he visited the factory and saw that what they were doing and not using gloves, and he went ballistic. He's just like, "Don't do that. This stuff it'll kill you. It's radioactive." And the manager shoot him out of the place. Made him leave. and all these poor women they ended up falling apart because of that. It was terrible. They called them the radon girls. Did you remember that, Darren? Darn.
He's muted.
I'm sorry. It takes me about 10 minutes to get my mouse over to the mute button. But yeah, I've heard that story.
Yeah.
I mean, back then back then I'm glad I wasn't ever around during,
World War II was a bear, wasn't it? It was a bad time.
Yeah. I never knew that stuff could actually. So, like, falling apart, like,
their mouths fell apart, their teeth, their gums.
They get cancer. It causes cancer. It's not. It's not like a cartoon. It's.
Well, no, but I mean, where they applied the radon on their lips.
Radium is what the word you're looking for.
Yeah, the radium. But their teeth were falling out, and it was just. It wasn't.
Yeah, they got hand cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't ever do that. No, radon. That must be the stuff in basements, right?
Yeah, so it comes up the gas that comes up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Man, you never knew that some things like that could actually kill a person.
Yeah. Well, back in the 60s, everything was radioactive stuff would make you big, or give you spider powers and all that shit, or make ants like the size of trucks. No, it just makes you really sick and die.
Yeah. I am aware about science versus fiction.
A lot of
that used to piss me off too, because I'd watch these shows back in the 60s, and all the science, and you'd find out later that that's complete. The so-called science was all garbage.
I mean, I saw some things. I actually seen like when someone There was a report one time when the kid wanted to be like Spider-Man. He let a spider bit him.
They just got a bump on his
That
skin.
happened to Darn before, like a brown recluse or something bit him.
Yeah, that's no good. Because of the Spider-Man movie from the aughts, they had to change it to a genetically modified spider or something like that. I guess it had.
Yeah, I don't know.
GMO spiders.
Radium and tritium and
Tritium.
said radon gas.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, in the 1960s, radiation was, and other things.
Well, when they made the movies, back in the 50s, the science fiction movies, it was really cheap just to get a bunch of ants and then take a super close up of them and then map the image on it with people and say, oh, gigantic ant sucker or gigantic cockroach. Or one of them was giant shrews.
Giant shrooms?
Shrews. They're the little tiny rodents that eat like their own weight in food like every 12 hours. But in that case, they didn't use extreme close up. They just dressed up dogs to look like them.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
And you were talking about giant ants. It's funny. Darn and I were working our asses off yesterday, unloading moving vans and stuff. And guess what I'm thinking while I'm busting my ass? I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I can make a Transforama moving day or something where Terry decides to turn Rob into like a human-sized ant just to give him that super strength. And then Rob has to explain to him that, Terry, the reason ants can carry a leaf that's 3 times bigger than them is a leaf doesn't weigh anything. They don't actually have super strength. So, but it's too late now. He's just kind of stuck that way.
Yeah.
Well, he should have explained to you that I hired movers to lift the heavy stuff.
They didn't lift all the heavy stuff. I was just like, and 100 bucks of books.
I appreciate it.
What kind
of course. I was just having fun because it's like that's where my mind goes. Even when we're working our butts off, it's like I'm still thinking of ideas for new projects.
Are you thinking about what kind of ant you're thinking of? A leaf feather ant or?
I like black ants, but that's why. Look at me right now. I think black is a very pretty color, like jet black, because it reflects It's like my mud pit. Is jet black, and toward the sunset, it reflects every color in the sky and becomes gold.
Makes
and
sense. Makes sense.
And so that's why my favorite color is either black or like a charcoal gray, sometimes blue. So that's why a lot of my Transforama cartoons, that the victims or whatever, they become that kind of color at least sometime in the process, because I just like that color. I'm not really much for pink or
red,
orange. I'm not much for red.
So you choose those colors rather and not purple or?
Not really. I have done those colors. I will occasionally. Like I made a red helicopter for a transformation. It's just rare. It really has to pique my interest that, I think that might look good red, because here's a little inside knowledge. Were you here, Hawk Stop, when we did the premiere for I Want Her for Myself on YouTube, the watch party? You missed out because we had a transformation like grand finale. And the car I am right now is based off of one that was in that movie, but it was bright red.
Yeah.
And so what I am right now is a Lola T170 race car. It was a Le Mans race car from the 60s. And I had a bright red one. So sometimes it can work.
Yeah.
In fact, I think when it crashed, it looked pretty good, the contrast between it and the green grass. It's the colors. Because, I'm an artist and I think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The aesthetics.
I hope they did kill the person.
It was Tracy. And no, it didn't kill her. But it did open up something that we'd never considered doing, is actually having if they became a machine like a car and actually have them crash and fall apart. It's the first time that's ever happened because there's that little thing that, well, that's actually their arm, the wheels are arm falling off and getting severed, but we kind of figured that it all kind of comes back together.
Oh,
And
I
people
see.
don't understand that
Yeah,
they
she was
complain.
okay in the next scene. So
She was okay in the next scene. See, that's the thing about that people with the transferometer are like, is she going to be okay? Did she die? And I'm like, no, they're not made of molecules like we are. They're made of pixels.
ah,
So we can
Oh,
manipulate them differently, you know. Uh,
huh.
I consider them still. I mean, at least in my world, they still have souls. They're still people. It's just they're made of different things, and pixels are easier to manipulate and change. That's all. So that's a way of looking at it. It's their cartoons. We saw Popeye. Remember, he'd eat his spinach and he'd become a rocket ship momentarily or
yeah.
whatever. You know, it's just something that toons do. They've always done that. Bugs Bunny, I've seen him become a.
Yeah.
I think he's become a horse. He's become different things. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Now, remember that Bugs Bunny where uh
I
the
mean,
the and
I've seen cartoons like Tom and Jerry where Tom gets really angry at Jerry, and then all of a sudden the red in his face bubbles or
Right.
something.
Terry did that in the new film. His like face turned different colors and steam came out of his ears in one scene. Uh,
Wow.
Actually, you can see that on YouTube on the Transforama channel. I put that scene up there. I'm not Transforama, on the Apology None channel. I put a few
Huh.
scenes up from the new film, and I believe that's one of them.
So, like, was he mad or something?
Yeah, he's pissed.
Wow.
Actually he was pissed at Mark Putt. Mark Putt played himself in our movies, so you'll be able to see Mark Putt in
Um,
in our films.
Yeah.
Especially, I want her for myself. He was a principal character for the first time.
hmm.
So, uh, so yeah, it was really good having him in there. Because he had his stroke about a year into the production of the film,
Ooh, that's
and
bad.
yeah, but we did get all of his lines in. We got him all in there.
Yeah, by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah,
You can kind of
basically,
tell in his very last scene in the movie. You can kind of tell his voice had changed a bit.
just a bit.
Um,
Yeah, I think if people didn't know, they wouldn't notice. You know, but us being friends with them, we noticed. Um,
yeah.
did you say my wipers going the wrong way, Tony?
Well, they're kind of moving independent of each other.
I only got one.
Ah, that would explain it.
Huh.
Well, it's just that it's your right-hand drive and the wipers over on the left side.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am right-hand drive. I see the lump in my dashboard.
It's like,
Is that you darn making that noise, or is that Captain?
what
I'm not hearing
noise?
it, so it must
It's
be.
Kiana. I forgot Kiana's here. She's making
Oh, it's
Ah.
probably Kiana. I don't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Darren's daughter is here.
You know, I
Never mind. I forgot because we were just doing the BabbleGab with us. So
Yeah.
so where are you, Hawkstop? Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, Pelham.
Pelham? Where exactly is that?
Well, 453 Ballantrae Road. Pelham,
Well, I
Alabama.
didn't mean I didn't. I'm not trying to dox you. I just wanted to know what part of the state you're in. You in the eastern part, western part?
It's in a house.
I just meant what part of the state.
The state, because you got various
Oh,
regions of the state.
it's in a neighborhood.
Okay. I was just saying we stopped in Alabama a couple nights ago on our trek at my ex-wife's house, and
Yeah.
was Anniston area, east
Well,
east central.
It's pretty much in the wood. Behind me, there's woods, and yeah.
Yeah, my ex-wife lives in the woods, way in the woods. I didn't think we'd ever make it there. It was just like one it was at night by the time we got there, and it was just like one winding road to another winding road to another winding road, and finally we got there, and it was a little easier in the daytime figuring it out when we left, but where I lived in Anniston, it was a beautiful area. It was like a little Switzerland. Just so many mountains, and we lived on a mountain on a farm there,
Huh.
and
Oh, okay.
had horses. We had 5 horses.
Okay, so that's not that far from Talladega.
Oh, really? I used to work in Talladega.
Oh,
I did
okay.
a lot. I worked a lot there at the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the
Yeah.
map here, just trying to get my bearings because I'm strictly West Coast. I've never been east of like Salt Lake City, so it's all kind of like a blur to me.
Yeah, in
I spent,
Alabama,
I spent most of my days at the Talladega police station working on the police cars because that's what I did for a living. Is I installed and maintained, repaired communication and emergency equipment for police cars, fire trucks, and everything. So I had a 7-county area where if like a light bar went off at a VFD or a police station or whatever, I would go around. And it was such a beautiful drive, a beautiful area.
Oh, yeah.
And or they would the sheriff's office or the police station, they would bring a brand new car from the dealer and I would turn it into a police car. It would take about 3 days. I would light it all up with the light bars and the head, flashers, wigwags. I'd put the partition, the push bumper, I
Yeah.
would put the sirens, the camera systems, the computers, everything in that car, and then like a week later they'd total it and I'd have to be pulling the camera out. It was fun though. I just had my music going and I'd have a coffee and I would just go to town. I had all my different color wires on the reels. I had a good time there. They kind of treated us like shit, the management, but it's a fun job.
And you only drilled a hole in a gas tank once.
Yeah, it was a brand new Crown Vic, a brand new Ford, and we had these like archaic VHS monitors. We're talking about like 2005. Had these camera systems that had this giant vault in the back, this metal vault,
Really?
and it had VHS tape that the camera went to and recorded. And I had a brand new Ford that came right from the dealer, and I
Yeah.
drilled. It had this plateau in the trunk that I put the thing on. I drilled right into it. I didn't realize that the gas tank of those cars went straight up behind the rear wheel, and I drilled through the gas tank. So
Drilled?
they had to pay to replace the gas tank. I didn't catch any hell for it. People kind of laughed it off, and they basically told me that my service manager, or whatever, he drilled into 4 Crown Vics and ruined 4 gas tanks before they told him, and it ended up being an initiation, like a hazing, where they would just let people drill through the gas tanks. Well, I broke the cycle, and when I would have trainees, I would tell them, don't drill through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it was a lot of fun. And the funnest part is whenever I'd finish a police car or a fire truck, I'd have to do a test drive, make sure everything works. So I'd be going around the neighborhood, just having fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pulling chicks over and
well, I did have a crazy guy that worked with me once, and there was like a guy on a bicycle, and we were in a fire truck, and he decided to sound the siren to scare the shit out of the bicyclists and stuff.
Yikes.
Yeah, we had a good time doing that stuff.
Man.
Once in a while, somebody would bring one time a guy brought in a '67 Imperial convertible.
What?
And yeah, and another time, the sheriff's office, they had a 1970 2-door Impala, metallic bronze, and it was sitting in their yard. It had a Kojak light, like a portable gumball on it. And I'm like, I would love to get a picture of that someday. And then lo and behold, I was sick one day, and the next morning they're like, look in the garage, and that damn car was in the garage. I had to do a full install of a light bar and siren on it. And I mean, no, it was a gumball light, center of the car, which means I had to drill a hole in the roof of that beauty. And that was tough, but it was really neat when watching that car chase a bunch of army tanks down the street one rainy morning. All these the sheriff's office had army tanks, and they were fast. I mean, real army tanks, and they were going down the boulevard, just zoom, zoom, zoom. And in that install I did, that beautiful classic car had its siren blaring, and it looked sweet. I'm like, okay, all right.
Wow, sounded fun.
It was fun. It was a fun job. I'm not going to say I miss it because, like I said, they didn't really treat us well. But
Ooh.
it was neat doing that stuff.
Hmm.
Um, it was a crazy place. It was a crazy time in my life. It was a beautiful area. You know the area, but it was a lot of tragedy there. I had never seen so many people, friends, pass away in tragic ways, in weird ways.
Yeah, I had my dad's mom pass away. She was the best.
I'm sorry to hear that. It always happens to the best. Well, we had one cop friend that would hang out with us. He would just hang out with us and have fun. Well, he
Yeah.
was directing school traffic, and a guy had a stroke driving the school bus and ran him over and killed
Boy.
him.
Oh,
And the school kids, they had to have like, what do you call that?
in the
That
hospital?
no, like the school kids had the traumatic
Yeah, trauma counseling and stuff.
counseling and stuff. And a friend of mine, I called Pooh Bear, a good friend of mine that worked with. He was a youth minister, and he took his kids to like Dollywood in Tennessee and to have fun. And when he was there, he found out his mama died of falling off a four-wheeler.
Oh boy.
And the worst of it was, so my company is a small company, maybe 50 people. Well, probably a dozen people at that company were the tower crew. They actually built radio towers that you see on top of the mountains. So they were at one at Fort McClellan, and they didn't want to work on it because it looked like it was rusted. It didn't look like it was in good shape. But they were up there, and I guess two guys were on the tower. The damn thing snapped in half,
Oh boy.
and it severed one guy's legs, and the other guy killed him instantly. And the guy who lost his legs, he died in the hospital that night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day. I mean,
Yeah,
it chokes me up thinking about it. I mean, all the women were bawling, and I remember just seeing the office. My manager was just sitting at his desk with his just looking into space. It was just and I told Gracie on the phone, and she came over, and it was just horrible day. And we went to several funerals, or both the funerals, and it was just boy, it was just awful. Because I kind of knew those guys. They weren't like friends, but it was just we just couldn't believe it. And I saw a special. It was a movie called. It was about Muscle Shoals.
Huh.
Have you heard of Muscle Shoals, Hawksnut?
Yeah.
So in northern Alabama, around Huntsville, there's this little town called Muscle Shoals, and there's a recording studio there. And it was just a bunch of redneck guys, and they had the Motown sound. So a lot of those Aretha Franklin and all those songs that you heard that were Motown songs, it was actually these redneck guys that just lived in Alabama, and they had the horn sections, and they just and it was funny. Paul Simon was like wanting to make an album because he really liked that Afro-American sound, and he was like, can you get all the black people? And they're like, yeah, we can get all those musicians, but you're going to be surprised on their color, and so there was a movie about it, and it's really neat. I recommend seeing the trailer. It's free on YouTube, but I watched the actual movie, and it was a good movie. A lot of beautiful Alabama scenery, but it was just like what I said. They said that the muse was in the mud, and it just made this beautiful music, but there was so much tragedy and terrible story. Just like it was almost like Stephen King kind of weird tragedies that still haunt me to this day watching that movie. And
Wow.
yeah, and so it's interesting watching it though. But it was very tragic.
Yep.
It's a documentary. Oh, Clarence saw it. Yeah. So you kind of know what I'm talking about. There's some things that still kind of haunt me to this day that they were talking about.
Yeah.
I won't even say here, but yeah,
probably don't.
But I got to say that the muse is in the mud there because that's when I made the High Society album.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, was when I lived in Alabama in the mountains there. If you don't know it, Griffey, check it out, the Apology None channel on like Spotify or Apple Music, and check out our original
And I got a
songs.
Spotify account.
Well, check out Apology None.
Okay.
It's all
I'll try.
original music. And my latest album, Hideaway, a lot of those songs started out as Transforama theme music, and they just grew into songs.
Ah.
Man. Um, man. Wow. I don't know what's happening there, Tony, but
It's like 3 in the morning here.
Hmm?
yeah, 3 in the morning.
I'm just being silly.
Oh,
It
okay.
feels like it because I was at work today and I felt like I was fighting to stay awake. Because Darren and I both, we had like 4 hours of sleep for like 5 days in a row.
Ooh,
Darren
boy.
probably more because he's had to
Yeah.
deal with what, 3 months now, Darren? You've had to deal with this stuff all summer.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes work can do that to you.
Yeah, Darren had like it was kind of it was kind of a mini mansion, like 2 stories, and it had a big basement, and
Yeah.
he's having to deal with all that, selling the house, and that's just a lot of stuff. His adventure isn't over now because he's buying it. But I think buying a house is a lot more fun than selling it. So I think it's
Yeah.
downhill from here.
Mm. Wow.
But my movie, I Want to Have for Myself, should be available to the public in February.
Huh.
My last festival is in February. It's in Barcelona,
Ah.
and I think there's a
Yeah.
chance that they might want me to go there. Um, but a lot of these festivals, it almost seems kind of like a waste. I mean, it seems like a lot of them just they only screen so many. It's hard for them to screen my movie because it's a feature film. It's a lot easier. You have a much bigger chance of getting featured on the big screen at these places
Especially,
when you got a short. You know,
man, must be honor.
it is an
Oh,
honor.
yeah.
The biggest honor, and I hate Colorado. I hated living there. I still hate it, but I'll give them one thing. It was the one festival that showed my movie. Not only showed it on a screen, they showed it on a giant LED corner billboard in the middle of downtown on the convention center with big
Uh,
giant speakers. And we watched
Mm.
it sitting across the street on the sidewalk. And it was amazing watching the last page of summer like that. People were walking across the street filming it with their phones. It was
must
neat.
be
That was like the epitome. And also, they had a giant billboard in the same area, big billboard on a building, and it had a motion of Terry turning into the airplane in the dream sequence in the last page of summer. And it
oh,
just went on loop for a whole month with like about three other little short things. But it was,
mm,
wow, that was a ego stroke. You know, the guy that was heading the festival,
yeah.
that movie changed his life. His name is Ivar. And I was totally hit off guard because all of a sudden I got this email saying, I am absolutely, this is so damn good. This is pure joy. It just like, he just could not believe what he was seeing. And he did like an hour interview of me as Terry Summer for his festival that I put on Facebook.
Ah.
It was really neat. So it was right during COVID. So it basically killed every film at the time. But
Mm,
he was there, the festival's there. And the drummer, Sean McPage, who Darren's met, he's a phenomenal metal drummer. And
yeah.
he did drumming in it. And so he was there. And a guy I met in Houston in an airport connection, a Mexican guy named Hank, and we were on the
Yeah.
airplane together. And he drove me to the festival and he watched it. And that's like the last time I ever saw him. And it was special. It was kind of neat. That was basically all of the audience.
Excuse
There
me.
was, because of COVID, it would just kind of shut everything down, which was a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah. Definitely not a good time.
Yeah, but it was a neat experience. Uh,
Yeah.
and it also showed in St. Petersburg, Russia.
Russia?
Yeah, and I really wanted to go there and see it. And we had a president at the time that pissed off Putin, and they didn't want to see visitors at the time.
Ooh.
And because I was actually going to get a plane ticket there, and I probably should have. I probably shouldn't have just taken that one. What is it, that airplane site where you get tickets? It's not weak. It sounds like Wikipedia, but it's not.
Airport?
Oh, yeah.
An airport?
Oh, I knew it. No, a website. A website.
It's like Priceline, but it's for airplanes.
Yeah.
You got me in a
Honda?
box.
I
You
don't
got
know.
me.
I
Come
don't
on,
know.
for Expedia.
Expedia, you got it. You got it. Expedia. They were just saying something about Russia. Well, they don't want to see visitors, so it kind of turned me up. I'm alone. I don't want to end up like that basketball player. I wouldn't have brought pot there. I would have been that dumb. But I don't know if I would have wanted to go to like a third world kind of. I don't know if it's past the Iron Curtain place by myself like that.
I'd love to see St. Petersburg.
I would have. I heard it's beautiful. I would have loved to see it, but it being by myself, and I don't know.
It's safer than any other European city.
They at least have laws there. Did you hear? There's this woman. I think she was an escorter. She was I believe a skank, and she went to Dubai and had cocaine with her, and now she got convicted for 25 years in prison.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad.
I think that's pretty harsh, but I feel bad for her. But you guys, you can't be that naive that where you break people's laws, that because Dubai, they don't even allow drinking or anything there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There are people that I've seen videos of people who live there, and they're like, yeah, it's safe. You don't ever have to worry about getting mugged, but you could probably you worry all day long about doing the wrong thing and getting arrested.
Yeah. Man. What was that?
I didn't say anything. Is that an airplane, Tony?
No, it's a fish.
Cool.
Fish?
Flying fish.
I've got one. Judy did dialogue for a jumbo jet transformation. She did dialogue for about 50 transformations. I mean, I could go forever almost just with the.
Wait, a lionfish, as in those that Larry have those venomous fangs and they.
Yeah, they have jet engines on them.
Baccaruda.
Man. That's why I don't want to touch a lionfish. They're venomous.
I don't think I've ever heard of one. Heard of tiger shark.
Yeah, they're
707.
nothing. A tiger shark would just eat things. Would eat anything, like the jaws.
We do. I guess that there's certain species that could say that that's all we do is eat things. I guess they got a point.
I mean,
Well,
tiger sharks, like in Jaws said, they are like a trash can. They'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right before she jumps out the window.
Yeah. But see, back then you could smoke when you were riding on a flying fish.
Hey, even the jet engines look kind of cool and aerodynamic back then.
Yeah.
Now they look like they defy gravity. They defy logic. It's like, how can that wing hold that damn thing?
Smoking in an airplane.
Yeah.
Smoking a blunt.
Really?
And look at that. Look at that's airplane. That was airplane food back in the day.
But nowadays, one time I went on an airplane and Coca-Cola tasted different.
Yeah, it had real sugar in it instead of that high fructose corn crap. When I was on the airplane, I bought a big bag of squirrel food with me.
Squirrel food?
Squirrel food. It was a granola, but it was nut granola. It was all different nuts. It had pecans and almonds and pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, but it was
Man,
good for you. It
that's
didn't
not
have
delicious.
yeah, it was pretty good. But it wasn't baked with the seed oils like other granola. So it was just basically that, and it had like some monk fruit sprinkled in to make it sweet. But yeah, I was eating that squirrel food. It was pretty good for when you've got nothing to eat on those planes for 4 hours. It was kind
I
of nice
mean,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I've started buying granola
Yeah.
instead of the box cereals because I just don't trust what Kellogg's puts out. It's the granolas. It's a little easier to look at the ingredients and see what it's cooked with. If it's like coconut oil or something, uh, I think it's coconut oil and avocado oil that are okay. But when you get
Yeah.
like into the
Yeah.
seed oils, those are the things that'll kill you. I mean, I had colon
Things that'll
cancer.
kill you.
Yeah, seed oils like vegetable oil, that those kind of things will kill you.
Oh.
I realized this because I had colon cancer 4 years ago, and I had to have a 5-hour operation. They removed about 12 inches of my tailpipe and all the surrounding muscles and lymph nodes and tissues, and it was it was probably the most painful month of my life. And after that,
Ooh.
I'm lucky I survived because one of our chatter friends who used to come in named Wendy Was, one of her in-laws was a doctor, and he died from the colon cancer, and he's a doctor.
Mm.
So I lucked out that they caught it in time because I was really sick for about a year with it. So I'm really lucky that they got it.
You're lucky, yeah.
Because I didn't think, I just thought it was part of getting older, Oh, I guess when you get a certain age, you just poop blood for a week, at a time and not go to the bathrooms. But then I finally said, well, I should probably get a test.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, yeah, you got cancer, and started laughing, but it's okay. They got it out.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah. But yeah, ever since then, I still eat I still like my mac and cheese and my tuna helper. I still do, and Red Baron pizzas occasionally, but I do try to eat better. Darren's a good cook, so he's going to teach me how to do stuff.
Ah.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, we're actually going to try to reverse engineer Hamburger Helper uh, beef stroganoff and figure out how to make it ourselves.
Ah.
As long as there's no copyright. Oh, wait, you're.
No copper.
I'm not gonna publish it in a book. We're just gonna
Yeah.
make it for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
We just want to know what kind of cheese they might use, and just start making our kind of own hamburger helper. It can't be that difficult.
It's got a lot of
you-
sour
Yeah.
cream in it. See,
Oh, there you go.
Got a lot of what?
sour cream in it.
Oh, gross. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why people actually love that with some food. Ugh.
I don't. Some people I think toenail tastes better than that shit. Oh my gosh. That's,
I wouldn't know, but my toenail is too far away for me to eat.
oh,
Not,
that could be a Terry gag. He could totally do that.
Huh.
He's pretty limber.
yeah, anyways, Timmy, I really liked your baby. Oh, we're so on the.
My what?
I liked your baby dinosaur.
My avatar?
No, I liked
one-
your animation where a girl turns into a baby, like you said, a baby velociraptor.
Yeah.
That's the most recent one. There's
Yeah,
close
that's
to
most
it.
recent. It's doing pretty good. I think it's around 30,000 views right now. And it was only like, a week and a half ago I put it up.
Yeah,
It
I'll
it
give you like.
surpassed most of the ones I've done this year already.
I mean, I loved it. I mean, like I said, I love dinosaur transformations.
I can do one right now. I like the dinosaurs and dragons too. I mean, they fall under the shiny thing, kind of. I just don't do furry stuffs.
Yeah, I noticed. You
You
don't.
know, there's 500,000 people on YouTube that do that stuff. They don't need me to do it. Although if I ever get laid off from work, I might have to embrace that stuff too. If I ever have to
I mean, I
rely on
know
commissions.
I see what you mean. I mean, some people are obsessed with furry creatures.
Well, you know what? It not only does it not really interest me, but
Yeah,
there's um the a horse or a tiger or any of that stuff when they move, every kind of you can their shoulder blades move a different direction. Every single you can see every muscle of their body move in a different way. I mean,
uh,
people kind of wear clothes so you can kind of hide that kind of muscle movement, but a car is a lot easier to deal with. You know what I mean? Um, but a horse is about the only mammal I could probably do because they're kind of shiny and cool looking. And
Yeah.
I do have Terry becoming a monkey on the list, but a monkey's basically like a human. You know,
Yeah.
that's
oh,
not too big a
yeah,
deal.
yeah, they're pretty much related to us, but it depends, really.
I need to get Tony's cop character or something into this kind of.
Hmm.
Tony's character actually was in the 10 assorted transformations videos I did like 10 years ago. It was the first time Tracy became a car, and it was when she was trying to catch the frisbee. So
The
Ah.
frisbee.
she was sitting there with the wipers going, and then Tony's character stopped his police car there. So you can kind of see your character, Tony. There was just no dialogue
Yeah.
because it was like such a quick scene. Um,
And wow.
well, I had disappeared from YouTube for about what 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I
So people
haven't
thought I was gone
tried to.
forever. It's because YouTube demonetized me.
Ah.
Because and they
Ouch.
all they said was duplication, and I'm like, what do you mean duplication? It's like I own all of my content. Sure, I shared a couple scenes from Saturday on my other channel, but it wasn't monetized there. So
You're
um,
kidding.
I left YouTube for a couple of years, and then eventually they reinstated me, so I came back, and people were like, welcome back, soldier. I mean, they thought I'd flu feed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that as well. I was like, crap.
Well, there was just no sense. If that ever happens again, I have a Rumble channel, so I'll always have that.
True.
It's just that instead of getting 50,000 views on a video, I might get 50 max
Yeah.
on the video. But it's still there. I mean, they're still there to watch.
Man. And I can't imagine being demonetized.
It sucks because at least at the time there was no help desk. There was no way to appeal it or anything. I got demonetized again a couple of years ago, and again I was going to leave, and there was finally a place I could kind of appeal it, and I actually gave them the copyright numbers to my stuff and
Yeah.
everything, and they reinstated
Yeah.
me. So. But yeah, I'm still doing it. It's just been a really, really busy month. I'm gonna actually here's a sneak peek. I'm working on one. Since Darren's here, I don't want to really do a lot of music because to me doing music is it's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing doing singing and stuff. Because it's just all pieces. When I lived with my wife and her son, I'm doing a horn part, and when I do horn parts or whatever, I'm doing like 50 takes. So all they hear is, they hear a, and they didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then when they heard the finished song, they're like, "Oh, you did an entire horn section. It sounds great." Well, when you're recording it, you know, so instead of concentrating on the music part, I'm going to concentrate more on the Transforama stuff. So I'm actually working on one where Rob tells Terry that we're not going to do a Transforama this month because we really need to concentrate on the album. And Terry's going to be like, I don't want to give it away.
And
But he kind of slowly turns Rob into like a robot from the feet up.
a
And
robot.
Rob's bitching at him, and finally he turns Terry he finally makes his head a robot, and then you can't really understand what Rob's saying, and he's like, I can't understand what you're saying, Rob. Here as a robot. I don't know, it's just a joke, but it was something I did quickly. So I've been drawing a lot of robots in 3D lately, making a lot of different robot parts and stuff because I'd like to do more robot transformations because they're kind of cool.
Robots, eh?
And Goshchuck said I made beef stroganoff with spatsy noodles. It's good. I don't know what
Sounds
that is.
delicious.
You know what he's talking about, Darren?
Nope.
I mean,
I think it's a perverted thing. I think it's like a rated X kind of spatsy.
Yeah, it's just different shaped noodles.
I think Frankie Goes to Hollywood had a song called Spatsy Noodle.
You know, it's like the elbow. It's like the elbow macaroni, but it goes the other way.
What? You put my hot dog in the bun and backwards.
And you're like so awesome.
Well, thank you. I don't know. I think he's talking to you, Tony.
Probably not. See, that's what I want.
1956 Dodge.
Yeah.
Man, wonder if they cost anything nowadays.
If they what?
I don't know. I was just saying. I mean, inflation's a problem.
It is like a pickup truck's like $120,000 now. They cost what a house cost 10 years ago.
Man,
Spatsy is a German egg noodle.
Spatzel. That's an L. That's a lowercase L.
Oh, I thought the egg noodles were just Chinese or Japanese or.
No, they don't do any of that right.
yeah.
No, I still want to meet the person who thought that it would be a good idea for the lowercase L and uppercase I to look exactly the same.
Oh, I that's one I'd like. I don't like I don't want to punch many people in the face, but that's one. There's two people I want to punch in the face: the person that came up with that, and the person that came up with that stupid, like the Cloudflare robot check thing that just keeps recycling. And you have to hit it 40 times, or pick the square that's got the bicycle.
Yeah.
And there's like just a little piece of the mirror sticking out on a different square. And it's like every single square, it looks like it's in the ghetto. Like you're going to get mugged just looking at these squares. That's another person I like to punch in the face. But what were we talking about? What was the first
I don't know. Spatzel. Spatzel egg noodles.
Yeah, but who was the first person I wanted to punch before the...
Oh, the guy who decided to make the lowercase L and the uppercase I.
I made a CD called Hideaway, and it's a double Apology None album. It is on Spotify and Apple Tunes and everywhere. It's on Google Music, so you can watch it on YouTube or listen to the songs. But here's the deal. Yeah. When I actually had the album, I had 100 CDs pressed. It was like $400 or more. And of all the typos that I could have possibly had, I had one typo. I had all the lyrics printed in it. The one typo I had is it was all of the music was performed and written by Tim Ross, right? So what did I do? I left one L off the out. So it says AI songs written and produced by Tim. And it was John from Trebleclef that pointed that out. And I'm like, fuck me. Of all of the typos. So I mean, they were all cellophane wrapped. Now I'm having to unwrap them, pull the cardboard out, and kind of scribble another L, because I think AI is Satan. I hate, as an artist, we hate AI more than anything. If all the typos, gosh, it still pisses me off.
AI is not a good thing.
It is Satan, absolutely. And when I see people on Facebook sharing that stuff, I shame them. That's all you can do is just shame them. Make it a stigma.
You shouldn't depend on artificial intelligence for anything.
Yeah.
It can kind of be a tool to help something, but not to replace because the AI steals our art. It steals it, and it scrambles it up and makes money off it, and then it puts us out of business, and it should be illegal. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of libertarian, but not in that aspect when it comes to stealing people's stuff. And so I do have a
Because
problem.
I'm seeing it, because there's everybody posts on Facebook, oh, this is what your grandmother looked like, and standing in front of like a '70s car. And one Facebook friend of mine posted one of those, and I'm looking at the car, and I can't ID the car.
Oh.
Now, you know me, if I can't ID a car, it's either from, Bulgaria or it's AI, which it was.
Yeah, somebody posted a picture of a flying saucer, like a 50s looking flying saucer, because I guess in the 50s they had tail fins or whatever. And it had the dome in the middle. It's classic 50s flying saucer. And it was sitting in the middle of a desert junkyard of 50s cars. And people were like thinking it was real. And I basically said what I always do, AI is Satan or whatever. And some woman like, that's not AI. I said, then name one brand of car there. Because not one single car had a characteristic that was real.
Yeah.
They were all like non-licensed cartoon cars. And it's like, just don't even get me started on that stuff. And I didn't have a problem with it like 4 years ago when I bought my robot costume to do the cosplays with, because I paid like $5,000 for this costume. Had I known AI was going to evolve so rapidly, I don't even know if I would have been a robot, because it all kind of pisses me off now.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, even my good friend, I go back 50 years with, got me into Mopars, and he posts a picture of it, and you look at it, and it was sort of a Challenger, sort of a 70 Dodge Challenger, except, wait a second, it's got vent windows, which they never had, and that grill is not quite right. And I'm saying, and I'm about to write it, and then as I'm putting the comment in that, this post no longer exists. So he must have realized it before I was able to comment on it.
They don't have vent windows on a Challenger. He was saying the same thing you did.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck me.
The British left to say that. I've never been compelled to use that particular phrase.
Oh, I love that phrase. I think I learned it from Pink Floyd The Wall, which we were just talking about earlier, when the manager found him all strung out with blood everywhere and all that. He goes, fuck me.
That was Bob Hoskins, wasn't it? The guy from Roger Rabbit, the English guy.
I never saw Roger Rabbit.
You really should.
I don't want to see it because I don't like what they did to that show. And as a toon myself, I think that was sacrilege what they did. And I should be ashamed. And I almost wish that show would have failed just because of that. It's such a stupid decision. You don't kill a cute cartoon character like a baby. That shoe was a baby, and they killed it ruthlessly. Like, not only killed it, but like they destroyed its soul. That was bullshit.
Yeah, that was traumatizing. I can't imagine the original audience.
I can't imagine the audience not walking out during. If I was at a test screening, I'd have walked out and just said "fuck you." I wouldn't have.
They would have had. I mean, it was meant to be
a kids' movie. You don't do that. Nope. Okay, we want to know that the guys are bad. There's other ways of. Last Page of Summer.
Yeah.
I illustrated how dangerous that machine Terry was hanging over was. That the one that a wheelbarrow fell into it and went through the flames and the cruncher and became a cinder block. But it wasn't a wheelbarrow with little baby eyes going, help me. It wasn't, for God's sake. I've got a soul.
Yeah.
Freaking Hollywood people. But yeah, I showed the danger of the situation I illustrated it pretty well without traumatizing people.
Man. Wow. I don't know what else. Huh. And
we got stood up by our pal again. Second week in a row.
Stood up? What does that mean?
means they say they're going to be here and then they don't. It's like a date that you're going to meet for the prom, and she doesn't show up at your door, and you've already rented a tux and a limousine.
Yeah.
That's being stood up.
Oh.
Not that never happened to me. I couldn't afford a damn limousine.
Yeah.
I never went to a prom. I never went to a homecoming. I hated
Yeah.
school. Anytime I didn't have to go to school, I wasn't there. Goodness. Except when I was in band. I had to go to football games. And I was only in concert band. I wasn't in marching band, but I still had to put on that big giant monkey suit, and I had to sit in the stands in Denver in the middle of the winter with a damn trumpet in my lip. So I didn't. I think I was only a freshman year where I was in that band.
And they don't give a damn about a trumpet playing band.
I know, that ain't what they call rock and roll.
Yeah.
Did you know Darren, that guy, Martin Knopfler, the lead singer, guitarist of Dire Straits?
Yeah.
I started my own Timmy Ross animator page, actor animator. And because there was this kid that I went to the theater with that did that. And I'm like, stuck up kid, puts his own page of his actor. But I found out that you've got to do it. You have to.
Yeah.
So I made my own, and like the first day I made it, it said Martin Knopfler joined my page, or followed me, and so I told Deb, I thought, what? I just told Deb Milstein, do you know Martin Knopfler from Dire Straits? She's like, yeah, I told him about your page. So that was kind of neat. Every time I think of Dire Straits, I'm like, wow, he liked my page. I wish I did. My problem is I could have updated that page all the time and kept people's interest, but I just don't. I'm terrible at marketing myself. Like, I think I was telling Darren yesterday, Mike Pinder, the founder of the Moody Blues, the one that played the Mellotron and all that, his two sons had a band called the Pinder Brothers. And MySpace days, we're talking 15 years ago or more, 20 years ago, I somehow gave them a link to one of my songs, and they really liked it. He says, wow, this is a really good song. I might even, we might play it for our dad, which would be Mike Pinder. And that was I'm like, thank you. And that was it. I never corresponded with them again. And it's like, I'm terrible at that. I could have had these connections and stuff. And I think that's part of being an artist, is all of your talent is in one place and it's not in the other. So I've always been terrible at promoting myself.
Yeah.
I think Transforama is probably the one way I kind of promote things,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I gotta go.
Well,
all right. Well, good having you.
Thanks for showing up.
Nice to meet you.
Good finally meeting you.
You too, guys.
Hey, well, take care. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye. Where are you, Godshot? We need a fourth square now.
Yeah.
That's a bridge.
Yep.
And a train.
There's a railroad bridge and a signal bridge. They're kind of superimposed on each other in this picture.
Yeah, it did look a little weird.
Yeah.
Almost like it was like a bridge, but it was smaller. I think it was just a perspective of stuff.
Yeah, because they were both at the same level.
You can unmute if you want, Darren.
He did. This isn't saying anything.
We don't care if we hear. We don't care if we hear birds and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Gottschalk's kind of like a bird squawking, so he's not here. So you love you, Gottschalk. Go ahead, there.
I was going to say they went on a kissing frenzy a little bit ago.
Ah, okay.
But now they're eating.
Yeah, Darren's.
Birds kiss anyway. Their beaks are kind of hard. They can't really get much done.
That's why they think it's hilarious, and they do it a lot. Because they can make better kissing sounds than people with lips.
Ah.
Did you ever? Oh, Tony knows. Tony does. Might not. When I left Darren's house in Parker in Colorado, it was probably 5 in the morning. The sun wasn't up, and the crescent moon was in the sky, and you could see the ball of the moon behind it.
Ah,
And I don't remember ever really seeing that in real life. It's how clear the skies are there. And I'm surprised it was, because that's like a suburb of Denver. I'm surprised you could see it that clearly.
yeah.
But that was kind of impressive looking.
I remember the first time I was driving at night and driving into basically the moonrise, and it was a crescent moon, but lit from the bottom, and it was right on the horizon, and it was the weirdest looking thing. I'd never actually seen the moon in that position before. It just happened to be.
Isn't the moon even? I see what you're saying, but in any position, when you get like a golden moon coming up, it's just hypnotizing. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when I was driving through Georgia, which is South Georgia's an eerie place anyway. You know what I mean? And I was driving there at night, and that crescent, the harvest moon was coming up, and I was listening, and the song from Orange Bicycle, Hallelujah Moon, came up. Hallelujah Moonshine, and it was just something I'll never forget. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Orange Bicycle also has a really neat song called "Take Me Back." It's "Take Me Back to Georgia," and that was playing when I was going through South Georgia the other day.
Oh,
I don't know
there
what
you
it
go.
is with Orange Bicycle playing when I go through South Georgia, and each song is perfect for where I am. I was on the same highway.
Wow.
They're just some very obscure band. Had one album that came out in 1970. I consider them an indie band because there wasn't Spotify and stuff back then. So indie bands, local bands and stuff, they would
Right.
maybe have a few records pressed, a few hundred records, and they would just get forgotten, and then now they just kind of come unearthed. And that's kind of what the Apology and Fun Hour is about. It's kind of like
There you go.
60s indie bands is what it is.
Yeah. You should
It's
have
not
had
like-
you should have Bob Seger's "Get Out of Denver" as you were leaving Colorado.
When I left Denver and Colorado, I'm like, well, you know what? Goodbye. We had a little bit of fun, didn't we? But it's take care. I wish you the best.
Yeah.
I don't ever really want to see it again.
Well, I've never seen it.
Darren was kind of saying he was getting sick of it like 10 years ago, but I'm like, I was sick of it in 1976 when we moved there. Darren can maybe concur. I don't know if you remember it vividly like I do. When we lived in Kansas City, it was still the 60s.
Well,
Yeah.
the 60s lasted till like 75.
It
Yeah.
pretty much did. It pretty much did. You're right. But when we moved to Denver in 76, the 70s, it was like wham, the 70s. I mean, all of a sudden, it was like that 70s show. When we moved there, I mean, all of a sudden, it was more, more, more. How do you like it? And it was, I really like to see it. And England Dan, John Ford Coley, and it was just all of those. My mom was into all those songs. It was all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, because before that she wasn't into all that stuff. But after the divorce, she was just. It was the '70s Central, and it was the smell of it, everything about it. And I'm not saying it was bad. It was kind of a neat time. In a way,
Yeah,
I
that
hated
was-
it. Go ahead.
That was American flag, everything, paper plates, sunglasses.
Oh, the bicentennial.
Bicentennial, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the bicentennial was it was either Hostess or Dolly Madison. They had a series of cupcakes called Stars and Stripes.
Ah.
They weren't together. You either had to buy the stars or the stripes. The stripes were chocolate with like white stripes, and the stars were vanilla cakes with like white icing with blue stars. Hey, Keaton, how you doing?
Hey, Keith, your mic's muted, so if you want to.
But they were the best tasting cupcakes I ever had. I mean, maybe not as good as Zingers, the lemon and chocolate Zingers. You can stick the coconut ones up your ass, but I really liked what?
I wouldn't
That
want
might
to do that.
explain
That
some
would-
of your medical problems.
Yeah, there you go. But no,
No,
my
I
favorite
like-
thing about favorite thing on the Bicentennial was around 73 or so. Chevy came out with their Spirit of America packages on various. You can get like a big Caprice or whatever. And someone at our church got a brand new Vega, Spirit of America Vega, and it was like a 73 or something like that. And now I got you, Keaton. But,
We hear you,
by
Keaton.
76, that car was so rusty. I thought, you have the Spirit of America, all right.
We hear you, Keaton. Welcome.
You're welcome.
I think that the bicentennial cars they would have been better if they also had blue with white and red stripes and red with white and blue stripes instead of just white with white. I'm not a fan of white. How you doing, Keaton? We hear you.
Good. Good.
How's Holly doing?
Good. She's damn good.
Good to hear.
Um. I in my text. Let me text her.
Hang on. See
I'll
you, Wendy.
do-
I will
be
contact.
for
Hang on, Hang on, Keaton. I'll contact you, Wendy Lou, before then to make sure we get all of our stories straight, all of our plans together. Okay. It's such a hectic week. I'm still like trying to catch up on sleep because we since Thursday all we've had is like 4 hours nights of sleep because it's just been driving and just trying to. It's been a trip. So I'll contact you, Wendy. We'll get together and figure out what we're gonna do. Okay. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we're cosplaying. We're going to a Comic Con Friday. Friday through Sunday. Go ahead, Keaton. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I just texted my friend, and right now she's not. She's going to respond to me if it's longer.
What you got going on, Keaton? What's new?
Nothing. We both live in the same area.
Tony lives in Juneau, Siberia.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make a conversation.
Ah.
Remember when we used to be funny?
Well,
Don't say
we used
no, we never
to.
were,
It
'cause
took a
we-
lot of editing. It took a lot of editing to make us funny.
Well, that's what
Apparently.
the precious moments are for. I don't
Yeah.
think we've had one tonight.
Yeah.
I think big boys were 4884.
Yeah.
So they had 4 small wheels and then two sets of 4 big wheels and then 4 small wheels again.
I didn't know you knew about locomotives, Star.
Yeah.
I'm
Challenger.
a huge. Son of a bitch. I'm a huge fan of trains when I was little until older now.
I don't know what this fascination is with Thomas the Train. I don't get it. I've got
nobody
so many
gives a
people
damn about
comparing. Do what?
So we're talking about actual trains, not talking about Thomas.
I know, but
Have you watched Thomas the Tank Engine?
Nope. We're too old for that, really.
no, but I made a Transforama video with a
Well,
real
I have to
locomotive.
watch it, but I watch it when the animators made made trains on animations, but I didn't watch the episodes, just the animation ones, just like voiceovers.
Right.
I think I got into trains a bit with playing Railroad Tycoon 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had
I just
Lionel
got
trains
into
in the
it.
60s.
I had a,
Did they?
Research on you. Oh, my friend responded to me. Let me take a picture.
Sure. We need like those railroad lights
Oh.
in our squares so everybody knows when to talk.
I, s- I sent to you. Here it comes. Can you see it in the chat? Can you check in the chat down below?
It's in the Zoom chat.
In the
Yeah.
Zoom chat. Yeah. Excuse me.
I don't know where to.
It's in the Zoom chat.
I see something coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
Can do you saw that?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. On
Yeah,
a
you got a
Bush.
screen cap of a chat.
Yeah, a centaur.
No, that's you.
Where do you sit with your horse bottom? Who's talking here? It's you and somebody.
My friends said that to you. Can you check it in the Zoom chat? Does
Yeah,
she say
see it.
hello?
I see it in the Zoom chat. Can they go into the YouTube chat? It'd be easier for us to see. Can they go?
Yeah.
I don't. She's gonna comment on your channel when you joined back in 2011 when I was before my 5th birthday.
Oh, so you were born
I
in
wasn't
what?
on YouTube back then because I didn't wasn't on YouTube when out before I was turned 5.
Well, nobody should be on YouTube that young.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Can you Google
get
how
your
old
friend
to
in
be on YouTube?
get your friend in chat here. We still have half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm afraid she won't be here. She
Oh, well,
doesn't
tell her
know
I
how to
said.
get here. I'm sorry.
Well, tell her I said hi, and I don't have a horse butt. I've got a dinosaur butt.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, she doesn't have to come on the show, but she can just chat in the YouTube chat.
Hell no.
No, that's what I meant. YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Sorry for the cough.
Oh, no worries. I do have a horse avatar that I use though, but it's not like a butt talking. It's more my head.
Yeah. The right end of the horse.
The right end of the horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a hi there. This is weird. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's just weird. I keep thinking I'm seeing a harvest moon out my window, but it's actually a reflection of my ceiling light.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that.
I think that's the most interesting thing I've said in the entire show. Did you know these are my real eyeballs and teeth?
Oh, yeah.
Tony knows because I use my real eyeballs and teeth in most of my avatars. Kind of makes it more me. And it's my real hair too. It's just a different color. I just colored my hair. I was thinking about making Rob into a baby dinosaur. I think that's where I originally started making this. It just kind of became an avatar instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to do more Rob transformations. He's kind of fun to manipulate, I guess.
Yeah.
People start feeling sorry for Terry though, because he never gets to transform really. Well, he kind of does. He became a lemon and a cupcake. Baby once.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, in Saturdalia, I mean, you know, he became all the handsome teenage boys that were always in those craft shows.
Oh, yeah.
And the flying, talking dune buggy at the end, if we consider Saturdalia, I don't know if Saturdalia is canon or not. I don't know what that thing was. That was such a bizarre movie, or whatever it was. I don't even know if I'd consider it a movie. It was.
Do you live in Florida?
Yes, sir.
I my grandparents have friends in Florida, nearby Disney World.
I bet they spend a lot of money. They live near there. It seems like everything. I went to Disney World a couple of years ago, and it was so expensive.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody really. It wasn't really that fun of a place. It's not a place I'd really go out of my way for. But I had some good friends that were going there, and we kind of made a weekend of it. So it was just fun being with friends. But
I tried to share it with my screen, but it doesn't let me just share it.
Zoom is kind of weird that way.
No, it doesn't let me just share in this meeting.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I try to press tap share. Only the host can share in this meeting.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to change your avatar image. Like the three dots when you go to Zoom, there's three dots in the top right corner. You click on them in view profile and then change your avatar image.
How I do it?
Go to your square. Go to your square that says Keaton. Go to the top right. Click on the three dots. Go to view profile, and then there should be an option to change your picture.
I can.
I don't know what to say. Zoom will be Zoom.
Yeah.
I tried.
It's all good.
Wait.
Why can't your friend just click on the YouTube link?
I told you she's not coming here.
No, we don't mean in the Zoom, but in the YouTube chat. You could say hello in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, you don't need anything special for that. You don't need Zoom for that. Just go to the YouTube.
Okay. Let me send it to my. Let me send a link to her.
Yeah, do that. We're running out of time. We got like 20 minutes, so
yeah.
We want to say hi. Just give her the link to our video, and she can go into the chat and say hi.
Yeah.
What you got there, Clarence? Looks like a scary face.
Yeah. I think I met that guy.
How's the road construction in Kentucky? I remember when I go through Kentucky, it's like there's signs that say "Stay in the left lane because the right lane sucks." It's like they can't really afford to fix it, so just avoid that lane altogether. When we were going through Georgia yesterday, there was a truck that said, "Slow, be prepared to stop. There's a crash ahead."
Ooh.
And we went miles and miles, and then finally, everybody stopped. And I thought, well, this is going to set us back an hour. And really, it did kind of set us back for a while. And then I saw a cop make a U-turn, and that was it. There was like no accident, no glass, no nothing. I don't know what the heck happened. We must have been at the very tail end of a incident or something. But I'm glad we finally got to. It probably set us back 20 minutes. Then I went to my first Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, I've never seen one. I only heard about them.
Darren made sure I saw my first Buc-ee's. He was adamant about it. We found one. Yeah.
Oh, hi Holly. Hi Holly.
Hey Holly, how's it going?
Wait,
and Griffey says I-75 is always under construction.
Let me go check.
Huh? How you doing, Holly? Nice to meet you. I've heard.
I see her. Hi, Holly.
Yeah. I visited your YouTube and heard some of your singing. You are a beautiful singer. I'm very impressed.
Hi, Holly. If you can hear me.
How are you doing, Holly? Welcome to BabbleGab. We go here every other week and make fools out of ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to my first Buc-ee's, and all I could say is it was a zoo. It was a people zoo.
I'll
They
bet.
got like a hunt. They got.
I'm
I
fine.
knew that.
How about
knew-
you?
She said, "I'm fine. How about you? We're doing good." So yeah, they got like 100 gas pumps. I always knew that because I could see it from the highway. But every gas pump was full. You still couldn't find a place to fill up. It was a zoo. The place is the size of a Walmart. Well, maybe not that. That's a little bit of an exaggerate. It's like going into a Walmart when you go in, and, with the lobby and everything. But it's like a big gas station, and they got a lot of stuff. But it was just so many people. That's what Darren said. I think he thinks it was because of that accident or whatever, that delay, that everybody was there.
Ah,
That
okay.
it wasn't always like that.
No, I think there was like 500 people there, and I'm guessing probably normally
Does
it's
she
more like
subscribe to
300.
you? Does she subscribe to you?
No,
Yeah, you
but
can
she's
click
welcome.
you can click the like and subscribe on the YouTube.
Does Holly subscribe to you?
I don't know because I can't see who subscribes to me. It only tells me the number. I can't see who subscribes, but she's more than welcome. I hope she does subscribe. For those who don't know,
Hope you're doing okay, Holly, out there.
for those who don't know, Holly is. Can I say the word blind? Is that politically correct?
You just did.
Yeah. I've seen her YouTube, and boy, she's a beautiful opera singer. And Tony said she also sings like some pop music too. I'm trying to find some of those songs. So yeah, very cool. I liked your channel, Holly, and some of your videos. I mean, I subscribed to your channel. So
She says I'm okay.
oh, that's good. I'm glad to have you both here at the same time because we've heard a lot about you, Holly, for months and months now, hasn't it? Keaton hangs out with us a lot when we do this. We do this here every other week. And then the other weeks we do it on the BabbleGab channel.
Yeah.
She says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Keep at it. Music is one of God's gifts.
I don't know if she's coming on Zoom or not.
No, she doesn't have to.
No.
She's welcome to. Anybody's welcome. That's why you put the link up. Tony says I have big feet, but I'm going to grow into them one day.
Oh yeah. It's. I love Zoom. Thing pops up and says, "Confirm your speaking language." It sounds like you've switched to a different language.
Zoom's funny, but not in a good way.
I have no idea. Oh, my mom spoke German, but I never learned.
Where are you from, Keaton? Where are you all located? Well, you don't have to say.
Me and Holly from St. Louis.
Oh, really? We're from. I'm from Missouri. That's where I was born, and we just came from there a couple days ago. Although I'm from the Kansas City side. Beautiful state, and Kansas City has the best barbecue in the world.
Oh yeah.
In fact, Charles Kuralt of CBS Sunday Morning was quoted as saying, "Not all the best restaurants are in Kansas City, just the top 4 or 5." And just like St. Louis, Google Maps decided to, instead of us taking the Beltway around the city, it took us right into downtown. And fortunately, the rush hour was over with.
That's probably why I did.
And gosh, it was beautiful. It was just gorgeous going into downtown. They do so much to it, with all the brickwork on the side walls, and it just looked really good. And my damn webcam that I bought for the trip it only recorded basically our trip from Alabama to here, which is something I didn't even care to save. But it was Colorado to Kansas City and the Missouri part that I would never see again. And that's really what I wanted on tape. So I'm probably going to take the camera back to Amazon because it really let me down.
But it said it was recording and it didn't, or
Yeah, see, I bought a 250 gigabyte card, and I was real excited to see what it recorded today. And it only had half the card capacity full, like 100 something gigabytes, but it didn't go before the 20th, which was 2 days ago, which meant basically it recorded when we left Gracie's house in Alabama, and it recorded the trip to Florida, which I've done 400 times, and I don't need a camera for that.
right.
I really wanted to record Topeka and Kansas City, and Kansas actually gets very beautiful. People, it's got a bad rep of being flat. Well, it isn't. And eastern Kansas is absolutely gorgeous with the rolling hills and the mesas, and the colors and the sunflowers. It's really neat, and I didn't get any of it, and it really pissed me off and disappointed me. And when we left my cousin's house in Missouri, the sunrise was gorgeous, and the clouds were just gorgeous for hours. It was just so. I was really looking forward to seeing all that. We went through Mississippi and Arkansas, and it was really pretty. And like I said, none of that happened until it like only recorded. I don't want to talk about it because it makes me angry.
Yeah.
Makes you pissed off?
It does. And you don't want to get a dinosaur pissed off.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what the dinosaurs do when they're pissed off? They go and they take that damn camera back to Amazon.
There you go.
And bro, the goddamn camera.
That's right. Well,
So it sounds like it's one of those, like a cockpit voice recorder on a plane. It only records like the last half hour or whatever.
Yeah, but all my other webcams, they just record until the card's full, and then you've got an option where it record. I don't know what the heck's wrong with this one. I'm going to take it back because I was going to put it in the Pony because I've got to have a webcam in all my cars.
Can you find Holly on Facebook?
Is she on Facebook?
Yeah, just her phone name, Holly Connor.
Let me look, okay? Because there's probably more than one Holly Connor. Ouch!
Yeah.
My back hurts from. I can't even bend over. Yeah, I pulled out my back. I forgot to say that.
Oh man, don't do that. Put it back.
We were moving moving van trucks. I've got okay. What does their avatar look like? Because I've got a bunch of Holly Connors here.
So what we got?
I've got a Holly Connor that looks like she's standing with a family.
Yeah, if you look at the Zoom chat, there's images Wix thing. Storage object doesn't exist. Sorry about that. Oh, here we go. There's
Oh, that's Tracy Trell becoming a monster truck.
Yeah.
That was very old. That's like 20 years old.
No, it's almost 16 years old.
Yeah.
Well,
Timmy's not that good at math.
Wait a second.
What?
Is that when did I make that? 2009, 2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one from the video?
No, that's when I just did comic strips. But if you really want a video,
I thought it's one from the video.
I haven't done a monster truck video yet, but I would like to. There's one on the list. If I get enough interest in it, I will make a monster truck video because I've got Judy actually did dialogue for a monster truck. I just haven't done it. I don't know what to do with it yet because I kind of want to do more like crashing and action and stuff because people like action and stuff. So I kind of want to do more of that. I'm trying to figure out which Holly Connor this is. No,
Is it CONNOR or ER?
Well, she's in our YouTube chat, so
Yeah.
let's see. It's OR. I'm sorry, I misspelled it. Let me try it again.
What?
I misspelled it in Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I was coming up with all these fat people. So let me see here. We got a Holly Connor. Got another Holly Connor. This is there one with looks like lettuce and a puppy in her banner? I'm looking at the banner image and it looks like there's a bunch of lettuce and a puppy. That's got to be it because there's only 3 Holly Connors with an OR. Let's see the about. Let's see what it says. No, there's nothing about Pennsylvania. Is that right?
No. Missouri.
Okay, that's not the right one then.
Nope.
I
Wrong one.
need you to throw me a bone here because
Yeah.
okay, there's another one that's a woman, but she's only got 3 friends. This can't
It's
be it.
gonna be tough for you to find her.
Well, can you throw us a link in the chat?
I can't find it. It's tough. It's tough to find. It's so many of people with Holly Connors everywhere.
Well, let me give you a link to mine, and maybe she can friend me, or you can friend me.
Yeah.
We'll try it that way. Let's see if I know what my. Try this. I'm Timmy Ross, and I'm going to put
If
this.
you look at the YouTube chat, she's actually giving a real name there.
Oh, hang on. Oh. Well, let me look at that then. Thank you. Let me try to find that. Let's see there, Hillary. We try that. That almost sounds like a Beatles thing. Okay, so we got one with red hair. See, we got just as many Katie Sears as there were Holly Connor. In fact, there might be more. So let me try this. Let me give you my Facebook address. Maybe since I'm the admin here, I can post it.
Yeah, you can.
Sears. That's her mother. That's her mother.
Okay, well there's
Ollie, how do you know? How do you know? Can you tell me or tell someone?
Yeah, just click the. There's a link now in the YouTube. You know the live chat on the YouTube. There's a link now to.
There's a link. Yeah, there's a link to my Facebook page if you want to friend me there.
Are you talking to her?
No, I just put a link to my Facebook page in our YouTube chat. That's all. You probably already have my link on DeviantArt. This has been a really weird show. It's been fun. It's just been a weird show.
Oh well.
Honestly, I would rather this have a weird show than have a boring one like we've had so many times in the past. I got to tell you, yeah. Although I do miss Gottschalk. I'm sorry he kind of disappeared. But yeah, you're welcome to friend me on my Face album book. We might have to get rid of Putt and put Darren in our thumbnail picture.
Yeah.
Like his Star Trek picture or something. Of course, I'd like Darren to show himself. He didn't have to. He's a handsome guy. He's just like me.
I didn't want to upstage everybody.
Go for it. You don't have to now, but in the future, don't be afraid. You're a good-looking guy.
I have a webcam, but it's packed somewhere.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
So in 6 or 8 years, we'll find it and then we can use it.
Yep.
I wonder if she follows you.
I think so. If
Does
so,
she,
I don't know.
You got a notification? Does she follow you?
I think so. I don't think I've ever gotten a message or a notification about Sears or I know I would recognize Connor if she did, but anyway, put the link in there if you want to give it to her or if she can get it. That's my Facebook page. Oh, Tony, I went to my first In-N-Out burger. Darren took me.
Oh, yeah. So did you have the triple double down, sideways, over under?
I had something. and I asked for it plain, and it ended up being some kind of double cheeseburger.
Ah.
And I'm okay. Cheeseburger, it's not going to kill me. I just eat it plain without the ketchup this time if it's got the cheese on it. It was pretty good, and I had two of them. And so there was a misunderstanding. Darren had to load that Porsche onto the flatbed and the car hauler, which was that was an arduous task. Ended up damaging the car and stuff. It was a kind of a bad scene. But when he was doing it, I'm like, well, I got to help him do this before he gets dark. So I took a break from my dinner to help put the car up. And when we got the car, well, now I can finish my dinner. They threw my dinner away.
Oh.
I'm a stickler about wasting food. So I was like, what? You threw food away? You threw like what?
Well, no, you never leave anything unattended. You never leave anything unattended.
I guess.
Yeah, I thought he was done.
Oh, it's all good. In hindsight, I'm glad it happened that way because I've got a Comic-Con to go to and I don't need a bunch of extra tummy fat. I've got to get in my costume. So it was like...
Yeah, because you never see fat people doing cosplay.
Yeah, but you don't see fat alligators or drow elves. So I was... I was...
Some guys are into those. Some guys are into those.
I was disappointed for 5 minutes, and then I was like, "Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't eat that because it's just more food that I shouldn't have needed." And now it makes a funny anecdote, So it was worth it, Some of the happy times don't make funny anecdotes. You notice that?
Yeah.
So Elton John, back in the 70s, I guess. He got strung
Why
out.
does he look like an old lady now?
Oh, I hadn't seen him in a while.
Old-ass lady.
Yeah, all of them do. But I remember seeing him there. So in the 70s, he had flown his family from England out to see him. And he was at some hotel, and he got whacked out of his gourd. Totally on drugs. And he was like on a diving board and said, "I'm going to die." And he I don't know, he fell off the diving board or whatever, and I don't know what happened. It was really terrible, and his grandma said, "I guess we got to go home now." There was just
but fortunately, Sugar Bear showed up and saved his life.
No, that was when he was like having an OD on the basement floor or something. That is a good song. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my two favorite Elton John songs. Someone Saved My Life Tonight. I highly recommend listening to it. It's very good. And Philadelphia Freedom's my other favorite. And I did see one of my last experiences with my ex-wife was her dad made a very special day because he was celebrating his anniversary and Gracie's birthday, and he wanted to take us to an Elton John concert.
Mm-hmm.
And Gracie was like, "You better not ruin this for us." Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to ruin? What am I going to ruin? So He went all out. He rented a black limousine and big stretch limo, and he took us to this fancy restaurant. And then we went to the Elton John show.
Have you been to Nashville?
Yes, sir. Mostly just went through it. I'd never really spent time there. But let me finish my story and then we can go to yours, okay? So we saw the concert, and Elton John, he is a work, he was a, what do you call it? He was a worker. What do you know what I
Workaholic?
mean? Yeah, I mean, he didn't put on a big, blah, 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 a bunch of talking and stuff. He just did one song after another.
Ah.
I mean, he just worked. He worked. And his band was with him since the 70s. It was the same band. And they just put on a show and they did all the songs, except they didn't do Someone Saved My Life Tonight, which is my favorite Elton John song. Instead, they did that stupid one about the stupid cartoon lions. And but no, when we left, here's my takeaway. Because normally I hate going to concerts. I hate dealing with people and traffic and parking, but we go out the lobby and there's our limo waiting with the other limos. And it was like being a rock star. You just get into the limo, and my dad, or Gracie's dad, and I were just cutting up. We were just, did you see his guitar? He had a reverse V, a reverse flying V. Did you ever see a reverse V? Look up a Gibson reverse V.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
it.
like it's a flying V, but it faces backwards, and
Yeah,
that
it's
is a
on
one
wood,
funky. Yeah, it's a funky looking guitar, and it was really neat. And we were just giddy, about the. We had a good time, and Grace. See, we didn't ruin Gracie's time, and then she divorced me like a week later, anyway.
Do you have a picture? Is that you in the pictures?
What picture?
Facebook page.
Let me look at my Facebook page. Well, yeah, it would all be me. I think it's my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Well, my car is in the cover photo, so I'm not the car. Although Terry Summer became that car in one of my things. I'm in the swimming pool in my profile picture. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a swimming pool in my profile picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding a little shark. Oh, I've got a picture of Sky Blue, one of my record albums. Oh, I shared it. It was a Tracy Trell. She shared that and said that they finally made the album cover for the first time. Isn't that special?
Yeah.
I think I like the album cover more than I like the album. I do like the album.
Okay.
It took me a while to appreciate it. I kind of liked it when it came out, and then it just kind of went away. And now I'm appreciating it again and liking it again. I went a little progressive in it. Not progressive as in lefty, but progressive as in like music, like Yes, and kind of those bands that kind of went way out of the box with it, And I thought maybe it wasn't like a Polish Nun should be, that I was going a little bit far out and a little bit into heavy metal territory with it. So I didn't know what to think of it. Dennis Holzebrook said I finally found my fruition, that he said that was the album. So he appreciated it, but now he flew feet. He died. So now there's no.
Yeah, we're getting to that point where every 10 minutes you mention somebody's. Oh yeah, no, he's gone. Oh, she's gone. Oh yeah.
Wait, she left?
All my friends are dead.
Yeah. It happens when you reach a certain age.
So did you all find anything, Keaton? Did you find the page?
I can't find her Facebook profile.
Boy, it sucks. I can't even situate myself, and then my back like spasms.
Oh, wow, I hate that.
Do you sing?
I pull a muscle when
I have a question. Do you sing?
Do I sing?
Yeah.
Well, of course. I'm the lead singer of Apology Not. I'm Terry Summer. Check out Holly if you're listening, and Keaton if you're listening, and anybody else who is listening. if you're on Spotify or Apple Tunes or even Google Music, check out Apology None.
Can
None.
you sing? Can you sing?
Yeah, I've got a whole band. We've got 4 studio albums out. The music that you hear in the Transforama videos is Apology None music. And it's real music, and they're real songs, and they're all original. So check it out. I sing almost all the songs. So check out Apology None. The latest album we did was called Hideaway, and it's my favorite. It's a double album, and it was kind of spawned from the Transforama videos. A lot of the songs start out as background music, and they morphed into real songs. And I know the Bible says I shouldn't be proud of them. I think there's two definitions of proud, isn't there? You can be proud of your works.
Yeah.
I think, but they say pride is the
as long as you watch where you're going so you don't trip and fall.
Well, they say pride is a soul.
I thought it was just you could be proud in the summer.
Ah, that's it.
Well, the definition of pride is a soul collapsed in on itself.
Or a bunch of lions.
Something like that. But no, I think if we didn't have some pride in the works we did, there wouldn't be any works. There wouldn't be any art. There wouldn't be any buildings. There wouldn't be anything.
Yeah.
People would they'd just be eating bugs, and that's it. God gave us music. He gave us talent. He gave us art. And you can't have any of that without a little bit of ego and a little bit of pride. And I'm not ashamed to say I've got a little bit of ego and pride. That's part of being an artist. You just got to watch where it goes.
She's a beautiful ass young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw that picture. She was very pretty. Well, I've seen her sing, of course.
She's so damn pretty.
Well, yes, and she's got a beautiful voice, which is even more important. Because people can be born pretty, but to have a beautiful singing voice, that's a talent you got to work at. It's not easy. They can make it look easy, but it's not easy. Is she here? Is she on here in our show yet?
No.
We're going into overtime now. But yeah, like I said, I put my Facebook profile here in the chat in YouTube, so you all can click on that. Because when the show ends, I think this chat's going to go away at least for a couple days, and it'll be too late. So if you want to click on it now.
And I made sure not to have any copyrighted crap behind me, because that's getting to be a pain in the ass.
Well, I hope not.
Well, we're not going to play copyright songs in the Zoom meetings.
No.
Yeah,
we can't play copyright songs in Zoom streams.
Zoom's okay, but YouTube.
Since we're on YouTube,
yeah, YouTube has gotten me in trouble for playing my own stuff.
Oh yeah, and they now give us copyright stuff for the stuff I'm showing behind me. That's like one square on the YouTube with my head in the middle of it, and they still go crazy about it. Last week's show, it was because of a movie that was made 92 years ago.
Yeah, they pulled. We had a commemorative episode for our departed pal Mark Putt, who was part of our team here, and they pulled the whole episode just because of one thing. And Tony appealed it, and he lost the appeal. They're like, no, they're going to hell. I forgive them in God's way, but it's some AI kind of scanner thing. It's just,
I'm not, you're not hearing the audio from it, and my head's in the middle of it. It's not like I'm stealing their friggin' content. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. Well, YouTube, like I said, they demonetized my Transforama channel. I was away for 2 years because they did that.
Yeah.
Because they said, I guess they were saying, I don't know what the hell, but I think it had to do with me sharing a couple scenes from my Saturdalia movie from my Apology None channel. Did you ever go to my Apology None channel, Keaton?
No.
Well, go there. If you like Transforama, that's Apology None. Those are the characters you see in Transforama. There's transformations there.
Or one.
Huh?
Is DeviantArt or what?
I can't understand you.
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt. Yeah, I'm on DeviantArt too. Did you get a profile back there?
No, we got terminated.
Let's get a new one.
Yeah. But yeah, you go to Apology None on YouTube.
Wait.
Just search for Apology None on YouTube, and it'll be right there at the top.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one Apology None that's the music, and then there's another Apology None that's all the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can like either of them. They're all me. Darn posted a link or something.
No, I just spelled it out in case people were having a hard time not
okay.
understanding exactly what you're saying.
Okay, thanks. There was this friend of ours from England called Shaz, and she would always when she'd play Apology None on her show, she would be like, "And that's Apology None, N-O-N-E. It's like not a nun from a nunnery." And I'm like thinking, I don't think anybody ever thought it was a nun from a nunnery. Gosh sake. And that, you know what, that name, we came up with Apology None, and I bought the website in like 1998. That's how old it is. And it didn't mean anything then. It was just because 90s alternative had weird names like that. And it wasn't even really a retro 60s band at that time. And but it's like in the last few years with the cancel culture stuff, the Apology None is finally rung true.
Yeah.
Even the guy at Yahoo, my rep at Yahoo, said that's a valuable title. That's probably worth about $15,000. Your website name. Really, I guess it was. 1998. That's still kind of the dawn of the internet, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, 98, I think, because I was watching the Daytona 500 in 98, and they had URLs on the race cars. And I thought, hey, this internet thing, the World Wide Web is actually catching on.
Yeah, the first time I ever heard about it was like the early 90s. They were calling it the information superhighway.
Yeah, that was good old Al Gore.
That was CompuServe days.
Yep, or I had Prodigy.
But at that time I didn't give a shit about. I didn't give a care about it. Darren got me introduced to it because he had it, and he was always a step ahead of me. So it was probably about 1997 when I first kind of went on internet for the first time and ended up in an ELO chat group and was discovering these chat groups and things and starting to have fun with it. Discovered this Photoshop, a cheap Photoshop called Picture Publisher. You remember that, Darren?
Oh yeah,
it was good. It had some things that Photoshop didn't even have that I wish Photoshop had had. I liked it. I had that for years. I probably used it for 10 years. I think, in fact, I got to say that probably a lot of the Transforama comics I did on Picture Publisher that I drew on there. It was like pre-Photoshop. I didn't do Photoshop until college, which would have been like fall 2009. And I think Transforama was about over with by then. I mean, as far as the comics. And I started getting into, because I did my first animation and my teachers didn't teach me how to do it. I was teaching them how to do it. They still charged me, $45,000 for an associate's degree.
Yeah, could be worse.
See, that's what I should have done.
I've been gonna cry a little because it's from when I'm on her Instagram video. I saw it's the final showing at her final high school. What makes me real cry.
Is she graduating?
Cry. I begin to cry a little.
Is she graduating high school now?
No, it's because it's my friend in her final high school before she left.
So it's emotional. I understand.
Yeah.
What makes me cry? And we don't. I'm not gonna say what high school we go to.
Oh, you don't got to do that. Don't dox yourself.
No, I'm not gonna say what
YouTube.
high school we go to.
Yeah, you don't have to. YouTube's a nasty place. You don't want to give those kind of details.
No.
But I wish her the best. We'll probably be signing off pretty soon. But
Yeah.
thank you for showing up. Yeah, I recommend copying the Facebook link I put on there, because as soon as the show signs off, you probably won't have access to that link for a while. So if you want to find me on Facebook, just copy it. That's pretty wild behind you, Tony. That looks cool.
Yeah, that's.
I like those kind of visuals, those 60s and 70s, 50s, with the analog animation.
Yeah.
Well, Keaton, thanks for showing up.
You're welcome.
Give Holly our best.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with shedding some tears when you're emotional.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we're about to sign off.
Okay.
All right.
And
Okay.
And we'll be
All
on
right.
BabbleGab, the BabbleGab YouTube channel next week.
Okay.
And in 2 weeks, we'll be back here on the Transforama.
yep.
All
All
right.
right. Well, take care.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Night,
And
everybody.
thank you, Darren, for showing up.
Bye.
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 Bye.